meta going on right now? Like,
ever since he became COO of 2K, this man, he don't care about that.
what? Nah, dog, I ain't know why.
Oh no.
We live in this motherfucker though.
We live.
I mean, I'm saying though, is my mic clean? Am I good?
Yo, let me tell you something.
How
How many people's in here?
It's a free for all in here.
Wait.
This shit is a free fall.
Yo, Chase, you done broke the record. How many black people are? Wait, this is crazy.
I didn't even know it was that many black gamers.
Bruh.
Yo, shit is real, son. Wow.
I got on YouTube. There was about 3 black dudes, man.
You know what's crazy? I'm the only Spanish guy here. Unless somebody here is mixed. Maybe.
You really are. How you really are a seafood joint, but don't have your calories on your clam chowder?
Oh shit.
All right, we live, yo. Hold on.
What you eating? What you
Oh,
eating?
man, whose mic is that, yo?
What you eating?
Somebody's mic's on.
How do your healthy ass
You ain't
bullshit?
scooping them in nothing, no.
How do your healthy ass bullshit?
There's so many niggas in here.
Yo, we all gonna be auto-tuning soon, yo. Telling you.
They about to lead us.
I need to hold on. Who has the stream playing?
Don't say me. Nope.
Wouldn't be me.
Oh no.
Dog, I ain't even drop a like yet.
I think it's all. No, wow. I think it's somebody's mic echoing, man.
Damn it.
So that's what you're gonna do, Chase?
Let's get the mic together, dog.
I need somebody, whoever has the stream playing, through the microphone. I need you to do something about that, please.
Nah, I don't, bro.
Let me just go on ahead and say that it's not me. I got everything muted.
You know what? Let me mute my mic. Everybody mute their mic one more. Nah, chill. Then y'all gonna blame me. Fuck out of here. I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna mute my mic right
Yo,
now.
I don't hear nothing else. Is it only you that does? Yo, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Chase is bugging. Remember, he gets the blue screen. He gets sniped. It's your shit, my dude. Then you got the purple shirt. It's you. It's you, man. It ain't us.
He hit you in the purple shirt.
Oh, fuck out of here, Ricky. You ripping? All right.
This shit is so ghetto.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I ain't want to count no more. Welcome back to GMG, episode 38. I was unaware that it was going to be this. This is ridiculous, man.
Somebody has a plane in their pocket.
All right, so this is how we're going to do this. We're going to do it the way we always do it. If you have a rebuttal for somebody, let them finish. They'll hop in, give you a rebuttal. Let everybody get a chance to speak. We can't have 8 people talking at the same goddamn time. So first thing, let's do intros. Let's start with Abel. We always start with Abel. Say what's up.
I'm just saying, hold on. Before you start, Abel, yo, my man FoRiN, you gonna have to fix that, bro.
Yo, FoRiN, you sound like you were fucking out of space, bro.
His face popped up.
This man got the Transformers joint.
You should sound like
Yo,
Optimus, yo.
shit. Every 10 seconds, I am Megatron. Like, the fuck? This is still going. The fuck?
It's like he's pedaling for the shit to go.
It's like his phone got an unlimited vibrate feature. What's up?
Yo, that's hilarious, man.
Yo, you hear him trying to fix it though?
Hey, hold on. We a little bit early today anyway. Shit.
Yeah, I muted him. I don't mean to do it on purpose, just that for the sound. Yeah, you see, you guys don't hear anything, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we clearly knew who it was, but you ain't had to mute my man.
Chase was like, "Yo, who is it with the mic in the stream?"
No.
I only he can unmute himself right now if you want. I only did it because we're doing that.
I'm muting because he doesn't even know what's going on.
All right, actually, all right. He has to do it himself. He has to do it himself. It doesn't give me the option.
I mean, maybe his self-confidence is down now. Maybe.
No, he's good. Look, he unmuted himself.
All right, word. All right, so intros.
Word.
Abel, you're up. Say what's up.
Abel Green, Team Green, you know what it is. Check me out, you guys know.
We got regular Dave coming through next.
Regular Dave, what's up? I've been here before. This could take all day, so just keep it short.
Real shit. We got IKC. Where's the glasses at though?
Oh shit, I got you right here, bitch.
The gunners, you put on the gunners.
I'm on vacation, baby. You know I'm on vacation. You want the sunglasses or you want the gaming glasses?
I want the gaming glasses.
K glass.
You want the gaming? You know what? I got you right here. I stay with the sponsors. You hear me? You hear me? I stay with the sponsors, baby. I stay with the sponsors, baby. Nah, what's going on, y'all, man? We got all night. Nah, we don't have all night. Chase got a lot of shit to do. But
Word, he definitely does.
we here.
Next up, we got BG.
Yo, Broken Games HD. Follow me on Twitter.
We got AmericanAlucard back in here this week.
Holocaust? Never mind.
Hey, Ricky, how come every time I'm going
No, my bad.
You gotta be the guy.
Yo,
So we gonna skip you. You get no intro this week. Prophecy.
You cut off.
Prophecy. What's going on?
My nigga said Abel looked like the type of nigga to take a shower in his Timbs.
You know what?
Comments is a wild
You know what? The look on his face right now is like, you know what?
Yo, these comments.
How they know?
Wild shit.
Close the covers
He got that. Yo, how they know face?
My bad, Abel. That shit was good.
No, it's love, man. It's love.
Going on,
What?
nigga?
Wise, is he here?
He muted Mike for that. Oh! It's Optimus Prime! Yo, bro,
Somebody, please get him to come on.
Yo, and I was just about to unmute my mic, but I said, nah, he gonna wear that shit. He gonna wear that shit. Nah, I don't want to take my mic off of mute and be like, nah, that's wiser. No, it ain't. Keep my joint muted. But what's up, everybody? I'm Wiser. I'm the guy that does all of your Madden needs. Still on that road to 100K. I'm trying to get my xChaseMoney on.
Yeah, right.
Go on ahead, drop by the channel, check it out, and let's get the podcast going. Who's
You know
next?
what? We got it.
The ultimate plug, though.
Hey, that's what it's about.
Hey, I still got it short though. That was still short though.
Yeah, that was clean. That was definitely clean.
Hey, he wouldn't do his corporate voice, so I was like, it's your guy, Wiser.
I don't even want to mention that. Shit was clean.
Alright, so for the people that have watched and played or even have an opinion on Madden 15, now that the game has been officially released, one of the things you might want to mention is the comparison to Madden 25. Let's start with regular Dave. Let's let you come in first. What do you think about Madden 15?
Hold on, Dave. Before you say anything, the video you put out today. The video you put out today with the the alleged fighting for yards that they do, that animation happens all the time.
I know. It's crazy, man.
All right, go ahead, go in.
Like the issues I just ran into just playing a couple times, the AI is still jacked up. I didn't play Madden 25. I played Madden 13.
That's the crazy part.
Dave,
That's the crazy part because this is actually a slight improvement.
I can't hear anybody with somebody's background mic.
What's funny it makes that sound, and all you see is his face, though.
3 strikes you're out, bro.
No, I'm sorry, man.
That's too funny.
Hey, yo, my man.
That's too funny.
Hold on.
Let's keep it all the way real. Like,
when you're about to talk, turn on your mic and just speak it.
No, don't even talk.
Not even.
Damn, he just.
He's not.
How the COO of 2K Sports is violating right now?
Bro, he can hum the Morse code right now for us. What the fuck?
That's fucked up, man.
Yo, Dave, what's up with that beard, though, Dave?
It's a little out of control, man. I'm gonna have to take it.
Nah, I do want to hear.
I'll let myself go. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, go ahead, Dave. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
but just the AI, man. I still got some major issues with the AI. I put out a video today where the dude just like ignored his blocking assignment, ran way across the field and blocked somebody that had no significance in the play. I'm like, man, this is still going on. They got a lot of extras that's good. Like the little touches they added are nice, but like the actual core of the game is still ass.
Hold on. What touch are you talking about? Because I want to know.
Like you know
because it might have been in last year's game and you ain't even know
those passes that are like out of reach, but the dudes still go for them.
Okay.
To me, the graphics are enhanced. The presentation is much better. All the little stuff extras on top, but the actual like cake, the frosting's good, but the cake is nasty.
Okay.
I understand that.
I'm gonna show you on the side. I'm gonna show you a clip because you just said that how they go reaching for the ball. I'm gonna show you a clip of me in the game against somebody diving for the ball. Like you're gonna be like, all right, I take that back.
It's not that. I don't think it's that he's gonna take it back. It's just it just happens, not all the time.
Yeah.
The diving is all the time. It's out of control.
The physics engine is a mess, dog. When you one-on-one is perfect. You one-on-one, the tackling looks good. When you start getting 3-4 people involved, man, it's literally a freaking
Look like
mess.
y'all getting sandwiched a little bit, but
yeah, like people start going limp and falling out all over the place.
yo, is iPod high?
Yeah.
All right, Wiser, you're up.
All right, just to piggyback off of what Dave said about the engine that they got going on. I don't know, maybe this is just a legacy issue. Once they got this new Infinity/Ignite engine now, this is still the most important part to me of Madden is offensive linemen blocking assignments, opening up holes, knowing who to block when you're pulling, going downfield and blocking the guy right in front of you that could stop the play, not the guy 40 yards away from the play, like Dave said. So when you say you got like a inside run or you're trying to run off tackle or something, it's like 3 of your linemen just get bunched up and you just run into them and the play is just dead and you're just sitting there running into a wall just trying to move the wall, and it's like this doesn't happen in reality. The line is supposed to open up a hole, or if the defensive line is clogging the hole, you'll see some type of force back, like they'll be forcing the line back in reality. But in the game, it's like they're all just stuck there. And I don't know, it feels like Nintendo-ish to me, the way that happens. As far as presentation, like Dave said, it's a very, very big improvement. The game looks visually beautiful. But once you get past that and you get right back to the gameplay, and you get past the honeymoon stage, like, oh man, you're so distracted by how good it looks, and you start saying, man, this is some bullshit when you start seeing stuff happen. Now, Dave said that he likes how they go for the passes, even if it's a little bit out of reach. Now, I was playing somebody today, and my quarterback is Colin Kaepernick. Now, they say if you have a quarterback that's, have scramble ability, but they don't have the best accuracy, it'll hinder them. But Kaepernick actually does have good accuracy, even throwing on the run, etc. So, if I throw a post route, say a deep post, I expect to throw in a straight line, but this guy Kaepernick will throw the ball about 20 yards away from the wide receiver, and I ran the play 3 times in a row against the guy because I'm like, there's no way I can get the same result 3 times in a row. So one time he throws it way over to the right. Next time he throws it way downfield. Then the next time he throws it about a good 10 yards ahead of him, and Larry Fitzgerald dives 10 yards across the field to catch it. I'm like, this shit is crazy. I mean, I wasn't giving up on his plays. I knew it was money, but then I wasn't giving up. So it's like, all right, I understand what they're going for with the whole accuracy thing, but you got to know, like, all right, these guys are in the NFL. They're not going to be this inaccurate. And it's Colin Kaepernick, who's one of their higher-rated quarterbacks. So I'm still banking on, like, all right, just how logical is this game when they get down to the nitty-gritty? And on defense is still not where it should be on certain money routes. Out routes, corner routes, they still get destroyed. They still destroy the defense. It's still bad. They sit on them curls, but I don't know. It's still a lot of improvement is needed. The defensive line is ridiculous, though. I'll tell you that. If you got a strong defensive line, that's just it's a bitch.
Okay.
Sexy.
Who else wants to go ahead?
I want to go. I want to go. The game is great. Nah, I'm bullshit.
About to say you're the wrong podcast for that shit.
Nah, I can tell you right now, that whole offensive line with the running back Wise is spot on with it. No matter what you do, you can put your hand up, everything, you're gonna run into a wall every single time. You know what I'm saying? And with the defensive line, you know that the little button commands that they have where you can they pop up the button, you press square or you press X, and you can get past the defender. That shit is mad easy on every level. It don't matter if you're playing on all Madden or rookie. If you get the button mash right, you get past the defender every time and get a sack. I even did a couple simulations. They had like 20 sacks. I said, what the I said, are you serious? Like the computer, come on, man. Like really?
Yeah.
And then oh yeah, on computer loving.
I'm
Computer loving.
saying, yeah,
He said, "What the?"
Whoa.
His whole shit.
What the hell is happening right now?
Yo, look at that. He's doing.
What the hell is happening?
Yo, you don't hear him laughing? He's like.
He got like that 14-minute delayed laugh though.
And is he stuck, or is that how you post it?
That's his brother. He like, nah, I don't want no problem.
It's not my fault. It's the hotel I'm in, yo. I got like a
Not even me.
You always in the hotel. Alright, I see you, bro.
Oh yeah, you on that hotel internet.
Yeah, this shit is ass.
The HughesNet. Remember the HughesNet commercial, yo?
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet.
All right, who else wants to go ahead and
I'll go quick. I'll just go
Okay.
quick. I definitely agree with everyone who gave their opinion so far. My issue was I knew that when they kept talking about the defensive line, they were gonna take away from the offensive line. This offensive line is so butt. Like I can't do any.
Is it worse?
Shit, he said take away.
For me the defense, it doesn't matter what the team at all. I mean, if you're a good running back, I got scraped a lot though with guys using running plays. But the way the defense is, as soon as I say hike, it's like my linemen push back too much, and they're making it way too easy now. With I guess when you're going online against somebody and they could press X at the right time and they move away. But
sometimes they can come in untouched.
yeah, and it's crazy the way they come in at you. So I mean, I always thought maybe it's because I suck, and I'm just like, yo, nah, this is happening like with every team I'm playing with. But another thing that's bothering me is just overall what they said. When there's so many players together, it just looks so sloppy. The movement, I figured they would automatically have it so that if you're behind your guys, your character should automatically put his hand out and at least do some type of juking move or dodging move. They should automatically have that. We shouldn't have to do that because that's what ruined the game, honestly, as far as you playing offensive play. I think the presentation of the game is great, but I didn't want to buy the game because, like I said, the Ultimate Team ain't my thing. Ultimate Team I can care less about. By now, Madden should have developed some sort of personal type career mode. They should have had that kind of mode to grab more people.
Bro, that sound like he just got smacked.
Yeah, see,
he just got swatted, yo.
You got swatted. Me? Oh, y'all can hear me now? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm saying I don't know. You guys probably don't care. Y'all like the connected franchise and
No, we don't.
All right, thank you, Chase. I just wanted to make sure somebody agreed.
I play the what do you call it? The creative player joint as well. It's very lacking. Extremely lacking.
Oh, okay. Now that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but by now I feel like Madden should have took a whole different toll, and instead of tweaking out the Ultimate Team and this connected franchise, why couldn't
they needed to do that. That's where the money is.
Yeah, I know, of course, but this connected franchise is irrelevant right now. Honestly, that's not gonna keep a guy playing Madden every day unless he's one of those die-hard Madden heads. You could be a football fan and just not give two shits about Madden. That's how my thing is. I wanted an actual career mode. They didn't have that in the game, so I'm just and I dodged it. But overall, I think the gameplay is good, but there is a little bit of tweaks here and there that they need to fix up. That's about it.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything to add to that?
Yeah. Madden this year, I picked it up. What was it? 2 days. What is it? 2 days now?
Digital.
Yeah, 2 days ago, whatever. I think the game is overall pretty good. Presentation is on point. Presentation and the graphics look phenomenal.
What happened?
I don't even know what happened.
Hold on, Ricky, you use one, and you just
don't put me in this, yo. I'm not in this. No.
You can't even salvage a thought.
Yo, I can't. Let Abel talk, man. Stop cutting him off. Abel, continue, my brother.
All right. No, I thought the game's presentation was great. I thought they were accurate with the fields and stuff like that. But I have seen, I believe in somebody else's Madden video where they had Peyton Manning doing huddles. Yeah, and that's not authentic to Peyton Manning.
That's me. That was my video.
Yeah, there we go, Dave. Yeah,
Peyton Manning don't even know what a huddle look like.
And I love that because right, exactly. But I love that Dave did that because that's real and that's right. But the game did take a step in the right direction. It did take a step in the right direction, but there are, just like every one of these gentlemen have said, there are tweakings that need to happen. Because with the defensive line, I definitely agree. With the one arm grabs and things of that nature, crazy. And the accuracy of Kaepernick, like Weiser was just saying, it's off. But the game overall is a step in the right direction, though. It's in the right direction, but it's minusing.
I think I can turn my camera now.
It's minusing the animations, which is good. Taking away the animations was good, but yet I still feel like when you have a couple of guys coming together for one tackle, yes, that is off. Something just don't feel right. You'll see a body go flimsy, or you'll see a body fly through the. Things just don't make sense. But,
man, did you see the Vine?
Oh my God!
Yeah, we saw it.
Yo, he's dead. You can't even play him no more.
Wait, that dude flew
like 100 feet in the air. Like
somebody share that link. I'll put it in the chat on the for the.
He's dead, though, guys.
I mean, we're not playing when we say he flew.
Yeah, he really landed on the floor. Like he really looked like.
Seen like a KSI video where he's showing somebody flying in the air in FIFA. It's that, like literally flipping around in the air until he's off the screen, and then he lands all the way down the field, still flipping and coming all the way down.
I've seen a couple of those videos. I was wondering, did they get injuries after that? Like,
probably not.
My thing is, the way he landed, it looked like it was made for the game. Like he landed like he fell from mad far up.
Oh, he landed? He landed
on the floor, and he looked hurt, yo. His body moved.
They should have got torn ACLs out for the season after that fall or something.
He shouldn't be playable online anymore, or in the game period. He should be dead. It was ridiculous.
But wait, I have a question before we move on. Guys, but do you think that this, because for me, myself, I see a lot of people post negative things about it. I thought this Madden was a step in the right direction, but with minor tweaks, this is even a better game. Do you guys agree with that or no?
I'm starting to think that Madden's moniker is step in the right direction.
Yeah. It'll take years.
Yeah. Maybe next year.
Anytime you mention Madden, somebody is always going to say, like, as soon as he started talking, I knew he was going to say the word step in the right direction. Because I was about to say it my damn self. Every year is the same thing. It's always a step in the right direction, but they just never find where that direction is.
But then they go
toward it, but they just can't find where that direction is. It seems.
But they go in the right direction, but they take something away from us. Like why? Like, no, continue. My bad. Go.
I was going to say to bring up a point that you said about the. We'll just call it my player to keep it short.
Yeah.
Connected franchise, player creation, blah blah blah. The my player. You're going to be satisfied specifically, and people like you are going to be satisfied when they bring all of the stuff back that they had in past Maddens for that My Player mode and bring it back into the present My Player modes. For example, the family DNA. You had this stuff where you had your own house and you had your own drills, which they have drills now, but the game face, I really don't care about that. You're wearing a helmet, but that's cool. And they just start bringing elements back to make it. They start bringing elements back to make it feel more personal. That's when people are going to care. But because right now, all it is you play a game, you do a drill.
My bad, but Weiser just got sniped.
Did he get sniped?
No, he did.
Look at the face he made.
Ducky kiss face. No.
See? And niggas talk about my connection, though. But niggas talk about my connection, though.
Pow, pow, pow.
But I think I know exactly what Wise is saying. I didn't say anything negative in my videos. I didn't really throw out anything. All I said was I really wish, soon at least they can develop some sort of career mode.
Soon,
soon, man. That shit ain't coming
Soon.
out anytime yet, but they need one, man. And honestly, I enjoy playing it. It plays better than Madden 25. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? But there's like no reason for me to buy it because I'm not someone who always wants to play that shit online, and I'm not a fan of their connected career and ultimate team. Like, I'm just not a fan. I would rather a career mode.
You're not a football fan. Just say you're not a football fan.
No, I'm not a ultimate team kind of guy.
I think
that's spending my bread on that kind of guy.
Man has a problem.
so-
It's not it's not even good at the core. So how can the game ever get to where we're trying to get it to go when the core elements aren't even where they need to be? Like
Right.
some stuff is good at the core, but they messed up on some of the execution and stuff. It's just poor execution and just bad ideas.
And
From,
Chase,
I haven't played 15 yet, so I can't say. I'm saying from the last generation for about 6-7 years. That's all it was.
yeah, Chase, and that's how come I don't even bring
Yeah,
up
Chase.
my ultimate team and things like that because again, I can't even get that far because I'm looking at what's in front of me. So I don't even look that far as connected careers and friends because I know if we don't have the core gameplay right, you can't even talk about
Yeah,
it.
why play against
Right.
But you just said they got to write a step in the right direction.
Yep,
though.
that-
Like, what are you
got
saying?
He was asking. I think he was.
What are you
You
saying?
did. He did.
No, but listen,
He
my
just
thing.
said they got a
Yo,
step in the
man,
right direction,
bro.
but you're not even playing the
You
most
keep painting
part of the
man
game
hard.
actually making a step forward.
Yo, Future.
I'm trying to understand what he's talking about. He said now we can't even talk about it because it doesn't have a good core, but you just said he's making a step in the right direction.
It's getting better. You
Am I
can't deny it.
bugging out, guys, or is the online still like it says you lost connection to your peers? And don't say it's my connection. It's not my connection. I played against my boys today. Fine. When I go up against somebody else, it still does that bullshit where I'll be playing them and randomly it'll be like you lost connection to your peers. That shit gets me tight. Then too, is it me or why can't these motherfuckers get dudes from NHL and UFC to do their face models? Because you seen NHL's demo with their face models, them shits look real. And then you got UFC models look
They're
real.
in two different countries, bro. They're in two different countries.
Well, yo, but if it's
Period.
one big company, EA, get the help. You know what I'm saying? Like I
It's
don't
a
get it.
different team. No, it's a different team. Like, what you gonna say? You can't work on NHL this year. You can only work on Madden.
No, of course not. But I'm saying
you can't say that.
But they're
as
supposed to
far
be
as-
sharing technology. That's what the
that's
Ignite.
what I'm saying. As far as EA
No,
goes,
but
EA should look at it like Madden. Wow.
But think about it like this, though, Dave. It's developers for all different types of games. That's why when they come out with 2K, they all focus on just basketball. They don't got nothing else now. They done with baseball. Baseball dead. That joint died years ago. They only focus on basketball. EA got to focus on FIFA, NHL, UFC, NBA Live, Madden, and they got all these different development teams. They can't all say, "Yo, we're gonna sit at a round table," because they can't do that.
Nah, but
Like NHL and UFC can do that, and then go upstairs to FIFA and say, "Oh, here's what we've learned." But Madden only has Madden and Live. Like they, you know what I'm saying? That's
But
just how it is.
when they introduced that Ignite engine, they said one of the big things about it is that any technology that's in one game can be shared in another, and that's
Yes, they did.
the beauty of the Ignite
Yeah,
engine.
so there's really no excuse because if you're saying that one team can help out another, it's almost like saying when Treyarch helped build Ghost for the Wii U, in which they did. So you can have dudes coming from another country because you have devs from other countries, from Europe or whatever, helping out games that are from that are made in the U.S. So it doesn't. I don't know where that came from when you said that, but I mean I don't know really much about that. How I saw it was, if UFC really had a spot on with the face expressions, and you had, not FIFA, NHL like that, why can't they get the help from those guys or just see what they're using because they're all from EA and just be like, what are you using that you're getting spot on with that? Because in Madden, and this is just a pet peeve of mine, in Madden, only the star players look crisp to me. The regular side dudes, the bench dudes look like Play-Doh. They don't look all that good. That's just me. I mean, but I like the presentation. I like the crowd this time. The crowd looks better to me.
Yeah.
Stadium looks better. I do think they look way better. But
I mean, when have you ever heard of Madden really capturing faces though? Like,
I'm just saying,
like, you've never heard of a campaign where it's been like a whole month straight they doing all this promo saying, "Yo, we just went to the Lions camp and captured the entire team."
And you know what? You're right. Which is why I wouldn't think that of them because they wouldn't do some shit like that. But that would be good to hear that, you know what, they're really trying to capture some realism in these guys' faces. Let's go travel out here. So now you are right,
It'd be
though.
dope to see a close up of a running back going through the hole and getting tackled and actually seeing his facial expression through the helmet. That would be dope, but
I know there's too many players to be going on.
They don't even need to do that yet. They need to work on some of the stuff that is clearly a problem. Clearly.
Yeah, Carter, I have a question before we move on or whatever. What was the problem with what I said? I said they took a step in the right direction, but like it.
No, but then you started dissing, like not really dissing. You started saying stuff about the other modes they had and stuff.
Yeah, you started you downplayed the game after you said it was making a step in the right direction, and then from doing that, first of all, you can't tell people in the right direction. Tell people you've never played no other mode besides 1 or 2 quick matches. Like you just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Either you played the game for a few weeks and dabbled in everything and then said they made a step in the right direction, or you dissed the game and downplay everything just because you ain't played it yet. That's all. You came out the gate like you played the game for weeks and you know everything about the game, and then gave us your analysis, and then you just downplayed and said, "Oh, I ain't even play this shit." Fuck.
I just think overall he probably likes the gameplay.
No. I like the core of me. If anybody knows me, it comes down to the gameplay because that's what we play. So when you add the modes and stuff, I'm just saying. It took the step in the right direction as far as gameplay in some aspects, but yet it's lacking in some aspects. But far as the my ultimate team and all that, I can't really see. I'll try it out this week, of course, and I'm gonna really look into it. But I can't really go beyond that because I still have some problems with the core. But I'm just saying it's 50-50. It's good and it's bad at the same time. It's like 50-50.
I don't see a change, to tell you the truth. Like prime example, the Superman glitch. Everybody remember that, right? When the linebacker used to jump like 20 yards in the air.
That's still in the game.
It's still in the game, but the offensive players do that. Like I was throwing, when you do slants, right? And it's usually people crossing routes. If I have one guy doing a post route, the dude that was doing the slant will jump in the air for the fucking ball and take that shit. Like, and you're like, hold up, I thought I threw it to the dude in the and I swear to God, I did it like 3 times and I hit circle every time and fucking X caught that shit. I'm like, yo, what the fucking dude just jumping in the air every time? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just stuff you say. You like for instance, okay, the offensive line when they're blocking and the running back runs into a wall. That was in last year. It was in the year before that. Niggas still fall lifeless when they go in there for the tackle. Nigga, I just laid down a hit stick. Why does my dude look like he just fucking fractured his whole vertebrae? It makes no sense. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's really changed. Like
it's only
they added.
You know what it is? Presentation change.
One hand catches. The one hand catches.
That one hand got a chill though.
That one hand is
one hand in a course. They one hand me in a course and got them.
But listen, this is what happens on games. When they add something cosmetic to the game, that's the stuff people talk about. If we see all these issues now, it's only been out for 2 days. In a couple weeks, couple months, it's going to get even worse because you're going to start to notice things that you didn't see right away because you like the way that the crowd and the presentation look so much. That's not where your focus was. Once that wears off, we'll actually see. And this is for all the games.
It's the same thing with 2K.
Every year, right? 2K, 2K14. Bro, when I see the preview, I got the game, I said, ooh.
Yo, honestly, in playing 2K now, I get really upset at how every little thing you do in that game is a fuck up. Like you do a spin move and there's nobody sticking me. My
game animation.
So, but now with Madden, the thing is, I'll say this right now. This Madden, I already could tell plays better. I'm not saying it is, but it plays better than Madden 25. Obviously, it's not too much of a difference, only visually.
Hey, man,
it's a little bit different.
I'm being scared to say that shit played better. Fuck that nigga.
I don't want to be like Abel Runner because Abel got all caught up, and I ain't trying to get really caught up right now.
No. Like,
I'm playing, man. I don't give a fuck, but I'm saying I think it plays better.
Your personal opinion, nigga.
It should be. It's probably better than 25.
No,
it's 25 was better than 13.
It is way better than 25.
Okay, so that's great.
I mean, so we moving on to that.
And there's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, we about to move on. I mean, I'm gonna definitely play the man. What's up?
My man just said it's way better. He just said it's light years ahead of 25.
That's crazy. But no, 2K got a great core though.
Light years?
So we can't compare 2K to Madden because 2K had it has the pieces right there. They got some stuff they got to do, but you can tell the game has a good core. Madden, no, bruh.
But you're gonna buy it or you rented it?
I mean, I'm gonna play it. How I play it, I haven't decided.
Dude, you should rent it though. I'm just saying. All right, whatever.
I mean, I like football, so like I'm not just going to go a whole year without playing.
But you didn't play this Madden that much, didn't you?
I play like 6 games.
Oh, that's a lot. Out of 365 days. Okay.
Chill though. Okay. Let's move. Real quick. I hate to laugh at these people because it's not funny, but it's kind of fucked up. GTA Online is there's so much content and stuff that if you have a
wow.
You got a 12 gigabyte PlayStation 3. You're not gonna be able. Who got a 12 gigabyte PlayStation 3? First of all, but if you do, you're not gonna be able to play GTA Online because of the all the new DLC and patches and things like that. So that's not good.
My little brother got the 4 gigabyte Xbox still, bro.
I had to buy my nephew the 8 gig on.
A bunch of like little SD cards all around the house and shit.
Oh, he wanted to buy external. He's playing.
So I just wanted to throw that out there. Does anybody have any information on the GTA next gen release date?
I do. I wanted to mention something about GTA.
Give me 4 days.
All right.
They ain't came out with no release date.
They still claiming.
So the mic is clean now.
It's clean now. It's clean now. My bad. I had to figure out what the problem was. My bad. Shoot. But at my GameStop, they still ain't got no release date on the GTA, man. They've been talking that they might get pushed back into next year too. So it's just been all type of shit.
So what you're saying is you the man to come to for these games early, huh?
Yo, let me ask you something. Do they give you digital codes for free and shit, or only
Yo, my man, me and this man having a conversation. Hey, yo, what's up, guys?
Yeah. Trying to get partnership with you too?
I don't know who watching this podcast right now, my nigga. That's how I feel about that question. Catch me up on Twitter, though. You hit me up.
Yo, Chase, you want to mention that whole GTA 5 shit, that magazine from UK, or?
What's up?
The whole, it was leaked out that they mentioned in a magazine in UK that Are You Ready for the Apocalypse? They mentioned 4 games, and one of the games said GTA 5, meaning as an expansion. What do you think on that?
I don't think.
Are you talking about that zombie stuff they've been talking about putting into GTA?
Yeah, as an expansion.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, explain that to the people so they know what you're talking about.
So what they trying to take Dead Rising off the charts?
Nah, because I mean they mentioned in the magazine issue that came out, they were like, "Are you guys ready for the apocalypse?" They had Dead Island 2, they had Dying Light, they had a few other zombie H1Z1, and then they had GTA 5. So it's rumored that one of their expansions, which they had successfully, which was a success on Red Dead, they might bring something like that to GTA 5. So I was wondering, do you guys think that would be fun to play, with the 3 main characters of the game?
But are we just tired of them just trying to chase this dragon of putting zombies into a shoehorn type of DLC thing right now?
It depends on the game. It worked on Red Dead though.
Undead Nightmare was one of the best DLCs I played. So
exactly, it was really good with the zombies and everything in that game.
But how are they executing it? Because I feel what he's saying. It's it just seems like it's just because a lot of people love zombies that they're just putting it in a game and not really.
And he's right. No, I understand exactly where he's coming from. Because right now it's almost like they're throwing zombies at every angle. Even games that's not even supposed to have zombies fucking have a zombie type mode in it for some reason.
I mean, that's what Walking Dead does to people.
Yo, all the influence. That's what happens. But I think honestly, because remember, Rockstar already has experienced putting a zombie type mode inside of one of their games, which was Red Dead, and it was really successful. It was fun as hell. Now I was only saying it as the career mode. I mean, not career. The story mode of GTA 5, whereas you got Trevor, Franklin, and Michael, them funny ass dudes. Imagine what can happen in an expansion like that. Because I don't think with this game, their expansion, they'll try to change up the characters like what they did with GTA 4. Remember, you had a totally different character. You had the Ballad of Gay Tony, and then you had the other dude from the other one. I didn't even play that one though. But what do y'all think?
I missed the they adding zombies in what?
GTA. Well,
GTA.
this has not been confirmed, has it?
No, it hasn't been confirmed. No.
It hasn't really. It wasn't confirmed, but it's like nobody has came out and said it was fake because this magazine that came out. I'll put the link on the right and on the chat. I mean, and in the stream.
I mean, anything's good as long as they execute it well. You know, that's really the reality of it. But
the only thing is, I see positivity. I see it being positive because it worked in Red Dead. Like it really did. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Red Dead came from a different company. It came from Rockstar. You know what I'm saying? And the story was good. Even the multiplayer side was good. The survival mode was good. So I was only thinking like maybe, well, how would they work this? Would they do this as a multiplayer or would they do this as a single player? Because I see funny shit happening in the story if they do that.
I would much prefer to see DLC with like somebody from San Andreas, like CJ or something like that.
I need Lamar. I need a Lamar DLC.
That would be nice.
You said you need a what DLC?
I need a Lamar DLC, man. He should have
I believe in Rockstar. I know whatever DLC they put, like I'm talking about like expansion DLC, like they nail it a lot though.
Because for GTA 4, the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost and Damned,
they were a long expansion.
And they were better than the Nico Bellic story.
But where them heist at though?
Where they at though?
Where them heist at?
Where they at?
What happened was they just trying to sell copies for next gen. That's all.
I mean, how many people are still trying to get GTA? I don't know where like the hype is for the new wave of people. Whoa.
What happened? You said what?
Somebody had the aluminum foil or something wrong.
Right. I'm rapping.
Let's talk about this swatting situation. For those that don't know, I mean, we know what it's been actually going on for a while. But if you go on Worldstar Hip Hop, I think Kootra, I'm sorry, he got swatted yesterday. Like these little nerds think that shit is funny to actually send a SWAT team.
I don't think they're little nerds, man. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
They're fucking professionals if they doing some shit like that. Come on, man.
And give it away.
Whatever you want to call them, they're sending the SWAT team to people's houses. He was live streaming, and the SWAT team came in. That one of these times that's going to happen, and that's not going to end well for somebody. So what do y'all?
Somebody already went to jail for it.
It's going to be me.
Well, white boy went to jail.
White boy.
But I'm saying it's going to be worse than that.
Like somebody gonna make a sudden move, and the SWAT team gonna think he on something, and they gonna shoot his ass.
And they have a big hole in their back.
It's gonna be a problem.
And you can't blame the person for moving. They might be so fucking scared.
I think the situation is raising awareness. If anything, it's raising awareness. So when if somebody door get kicked in or something like that, they already know what it is. And if they're a gamer and they live streaming and they hear like all these crazy noises, abrupt sounds and banging and all that, you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows about this shit that's in the gaming world. And if you don't, I don't know.
On YouTube, we know.
On YouTube.
I mean, Twitch too. Twitch too. A lot of Twitch people know.
This shit needs to be put out in the news, though, man, because this is just ridiculous. But the thing is, they can't. A SWAT team just can't be like, all right, remember, guys, it's been told on the news and YouTube that this is just bullshit. Like this is procedure. They have to.
They can't approach that job like that because a lot of times it's real, though. You can't.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a matter of God forbid how the person reacts. The person holding the gun, will they shoot or not? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. That kid who got swatted, he was calm. All he did was dropped his remote, put his hands up. Imagine somebody else, because I know me, I'll be screaming my ass off. I'll be scared shitless, like, oh shit, there's white guys with guns.
You would be screaming, but would you make any real sudden movements, or would you just?
I'll be so shook, man. I don't know what I'll do, but I know I'll be
kicking your door. Your first movement might be.
I'll be shocked.
You grab the ratchet.
In Chicago, boy, somebody start kicking in my door, man. I don't know what I'll do, bro.
You can't assume it's a SWAT team. Like that's a ridiculous thought for anybody to think any parties involved actually know what's about to happen. That's ridiculous.
Police only knock for like 2 seconds, and then they smash your shit.
They smash your shit. You might not even know that one.
They'd be
But
like,
you might have a
"Nigga."
headset on. A lot of people play with their headsets so loud that they can't hear.
Didn't they ask him what he had on his head in the video? He said it was a headset, and then they told him to X out this and X out that.
Man, they took his camera and turned it around. They had no business touching his stuff.
And listen, most of us here are console gamers. Now imagine one of us having a PS4 or Xbox One controller in your hand, turning around like this.
Yep.
It's over.
Oh, he got a
No, a little boy got shot. I think we talked about that earlier this year. He had a Wii controller in his hand and went to the door and got fucking shot in the chest.
Yeah. Are you fucking serious?
Yes, he didn't get swatted, but when he came to the door...
Yeah.
I may sound dumb acting this. Did he die?
Yes, he died.
All right. Wow, that is sad, dude. Wow. I did not hear about that.
Right, you know, people. That's what I'm saying. People don't think, and that's what I'm talking about. This trend of like people just fucking with other people or messing with devs and all that. Like it's getting to a point where we can't even game without disruptions. We can't game without the networks getting hacked or people sending people to because they used to just send pizzas and stuff to people's houses, but now it's a whole new thing. They like an MLG event got shut down behind that shit. Yeah. Like what part of the game is that? Like how I don't understand why they even.
Bruh.
Who does that?
I was mad as shit when that shit happened, yo.
Were you was out there?
Literally, yeah, I didn't have no coat. It's fucking December. It's fucking freezing outside in Philly. And we was at the UMG event, me and Job. They fucking called in a bomb scare joint. They shut everything down. Everybody standing outside, looking around like what the fuck happened. They bringing dogs and people in suits and shit, big ass bomb jackets and shit. Bringing out the mini robot. I'm like, you know what? This shit is outrageous.
Like, it went from one thing with people being racist over video games on COD to, like, now doing the swatting shit. This shit's going to get worse and worse. Like, what? This shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the problem, like, what's going to be the next step after swatting? Like, for real.
I mean, what do you have to call the police and say? What do you have to call the police and say for a SWAT team to show up, not just the police?
But why wouldn't they track your fucking call? Like, what I don't get is...
You think it's that easy? You think they don't have a system that they use? Come on, like...
Yeah, they use phones that are duplicating numbers.
Yeah.
They be in other countries.
They know how to ping their signal off for shit and change their numbers and all that shit.
Resetting IP
addresses,
feel like, all type of stuff.
Yeah, it kills me because we going through this whole PlayStation thing now where the servers are shut down every day. You know what I'm saying, for a week, and the boilers on Twitter like, yo, I do this. Like, I do this shit for real. Like, I will shut this shit down every day. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm God. Like, what? Like,
what?
Like, why are you shutting
What is get out of there?
Like, yeah, dude shut down Twitch, PSN, and he shut down something else as well. Like he just do this shit for fun. Like, yo, I overload servers. Yeah, that's why the networks were down. I overload servers so people can't get on. Fuck all y'all for the whole day. He even tweeted one boy. He said, yo, if you want to get back on, I need you to take a picture of you writing my name on your face or some shit like that. He was like, I'm gonna let you know when you get back on. Like, what?
But look what's happening in gaming. Like, the stigma for gaming's like, we get blamed for school shootings, now swattings, now it's just taking a whole. It's becoming like cyber attacks now too. Like, it's just escalating. I mean, like Chase said, I don't know where you take it from this, but hey, man, this right now, these times are dangerous. Like, I'm not liking this.
To me, I think the whole thing started when people just started passing everything off as trolling. Like, oh, I'm just trolling.
Exactly.
You know, you was doing the worst kind of behavior. Nah, man,
I agree with
should have nipped it in the bud and said,
nah,
that's not trolling. You're being an asshole. You know what I mean?
You gotta blame YouTube for that shit, because there's so many guys who started from years ago, and it just got worse and worse. And at first, it was funny because it only started in video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, they join your lobby, they do dumb shit. Now, it's getting way worse. Now they really fucking with your everyday life, and I just find that shit wrong. I didn't laugh when the kid got swatted, honestly. I looked at the video and was just, like, bothered by it. Like, this kid is just playing his game. And, he's playing with his friends, and then for some shit like that to happen, I don't care if you black, white, Spanish, or Chinese. It doesn't matter. It's just wrong as a whole, and I don't like that shit. That shit's just so fucked up.
You know what the next step is going to go? I was just going to say, you know what the next step is going to go? You're going to be talking with somebody online that are going to call your job and try to get you fired because of your opinion or whatever.
I ain't telling nobody where I work no more.
They'll just find out, bro.
They're going to be like, yo, Ricky called out. He said he was sick, but he's really playing video games. They're going to get me fired, and it's over.
Yeah. They're already link your boss to your stream.
They're already doing that.
Yeah, they're already doing that. Like they already doing that. That ain't nothing new. Like I'm telling you, this whole swatting thing, like this is something where it can, definitely, like all somebody got to do is die. Like once one person dies from this, you know what I'm saying, then people gonna realize, you know what, what I did wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really will come down to. That's what it has to take. It had to take somebody to die for them to realize what they're doing is wrong. That makes no fucking sense.
But people are so disrespectful, and the internet, everybody thinks everything's funny. There'll be nothing but jokes up for an entire day about the person getting killed from being swatted. They have no fucking respect. Bro.
Memes.
Cops and the video will make world star. And
I mean, you see what they did to Robin Williams' daughter.
What they did to her?
They harassed her, and I think she got off Instagram and Twitter, sending her all types of memes of her dad hanging from ceilings and all types of shit. Because that's what people do. That's where we at right now.
I can't. Oh man.
So I'm the only one that really gets like I'm not even trying to sound stupid. I'm not even trying to sound soft. That shit really bothers me to the core, yo. Like I act like an asshole all the time, but I don't take it to like people's life and their personal life. I don't know how these people were raised. I don't understand, but I just see it wrong when I go over, some borders. We all fuck around with each other, but to just go over the limit like that, that's just too fucking much.
But some people just don't care. Some people just don't care about the limit, the line. Right. They're willing to cross it and continue crossing it.
And it's sad that some of them are actually like our age too that do that shit.
Right. Somebody will tase somebody until they dead just to put them on World Star.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like literally taser gun.
I mean,
shoot them and just say, that's funny. You shaking. Fucking 50,000 volts going through the body.
Like yo, R.I.P. to the kid. Remember that dude? I think the kid that died. He got hit by the train. He was driving his car. Him and his girlfriend, the YouTuber.
Yodi Slayer or Yodi.
Yeah, and they made GTA videos of them getting hit with a train, and they what kind of shit is that, man?
I mean,
that's what it is. It ain't about game.
Everybody wants to be funny.
But it's not. But the thing is that, like, how is that? Like, what part of the game is that? Like, how is that funny?
Yeah, how?
Who's that funny too?
Like
they do it for publicity.
Like you said, it's the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? The way we live, we may not think that way, but there's probably 3 million people to us one that thinks that shit was funny. You know what I'm saying?
But that shit just started like in the last year and a half, 2 years.
But look at the kids that grew up with trolling. There was no such thing as trolling when we were growing up.
That generation is fucked. Because honestly, I didn't grow up that way. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it still revolves around my generation too. That's all twisted in the head. It's just crazy how certain people act, yo. And I don't understand what they get out of it. And some of them, they look at it like it's for laughter. And I would expect, like, all right, you're probably like 10 years old. You don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? But some of these dudes is my age.
They be grown.
At this shit. And when I tell them how I feel about it, they look at it like, whoa, I never knew like how it made sense to someone else. And I'm just like, you serious? So all this time in your head, you saw it like it was something normal.
Yo, half the world, I have to question if half the people were dropped on their head, because these people are stupid. Listen, like you said, Ricky, like there's 22-year-old, they're 26-year-old. There's people that mentally think retardedly, and they think people dying and people getting killed is funny. There's nothing funny about that. There's nothing about scaring a person half to death and putting their life on the line that's funny. And this world just sickens me every time I see that. I hate it.
These kids just need a good old-fashioned ass whooping from grandma with a stick.
That's all.
Yeah.
At that, they're so
because they're gonna go right back to the internet, their phones, their iPads.
They'll film it for publicity and put it up on the web. Think about it. Look at all the challenges that people been doing.
Because
everybody want to get internet famous, man.
Listen, my theory is like I don't believe that necessarily. If you got beat as a kid, it made you this perfect person, or like people who got beat as a kid don't, maybe shoot somebody or something. But I just don't see nobody that got good old ass whoopings as a kid doing nothing like swatting or going up to somebody's school and shooting up a whole building. I just don't see it happening.
No, that's real.
Definitely
though.
Right,
real.
dude. Like honestly, I mean, ass whoopings or not, now you can't even whip ass no more. You get fucking arrested or something like that. I heard.
Right, exactly.
You can't even whip out a belt. It's considered a weapon. ACS called. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even trying to go as far as that, but I'm saying like with kids I grew up with, like people my age, is doing wild ass shit, putting themselves on fire, doing dumbass challenges, and I'm thinking to myself like, yo, why can't we do shit like the ice bucket challenge, like something that for a good cause? We got our peoples doing dumb shit. Before back in the day, it was all about racism and segregation. Now it's all just dumb shit.
People been doing dumb shit though, man.
It just wasn't as known because the media wasn't as popular. I'm talking about years back. Now we got YouTubers sparking all types of awareness.
It's way worse now.
It's definitely worse.
Social media is the pipeline to everything.
This generation, like the generation behind us, is like the dumbest inbreds I've ever met in my life.
And you're right. And you know how your parents used to be like, well, back in the days, it was a way better life to live. You know why people say that? Because they didn't have that media back then, like it is now spread.
Like, look at the dumb stuff we would do as kids, then compare it to the dumb stuff this generation does as kids. It like surpasses our stupidity by like 1,000,000 points. Never once was, as a child, did the thought ever come to my mind, I'm bored, I want to light myself on fire real quick.
I had some dumbass friends who tried that shit. I'm like, what?
I ain't had no friends set themselves on fire though.
No, like they would do their fingertips and shit with Vaseline and the light. I used to be like, what the hell is all you dumbass potheads I used to hang out with. But the most I've ever done, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real, was like play Ding Dong Ditch when I was like young.
Yeah, we used to be on that Ding Dong Ditch though.
You know what I'm saying? That was the most I've done.
Worst thing.
Back then.
Somersaulting off of like probably like 1 to 2 story joint. You know what I'm saying?
You said 1 or 2 story joint?
Joints, something like that. Yeah.
No, that's that. Yeah, that's that.
That's after you smoke that Sherm stick.
Nah, but that was probably the craziest shit we ever did. You know what I'm saying? But back then, everybody used to flip, ride bikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I posted this picture from this other person. They had like 8 or 9 bikes outside of a crib. Like, that's when you really knew it was real back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no social media asking nobody where you at, what you doing. Everybody was at one crib having fun. You know
or in the street setting up some ramp that was janky.
Right.
Yes, sir.
A piece of plywood with like 18 bricks underneath it.
like I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, 2 crates, yo. 2 crates.
Hey, none of y'all hooped in. I was just about to say y'all hooped in the hood with the crate though.
Oh man.
I used to nail that shit into the tree.
That's how you learn how to shoot.
Poor, yo. I didn't give a fuck. That's how I played ball, yo.
Let's talk about the PSN getting hacked. Prophecy.
It's not really hacked, is it? Is it just like
I mean, Ricky, like you gonna do that? Dude?
I didn't say that.
Hold on. I mean, hey, Ricky, I'm gonna need you to keep it down, bruh.
What?
Yo, his rebuttals come instantly, don't they?
Yo, this dude, you just been beasting the whole show, though. Wow, beasting, dog. Can't nobody say
nothing. Everybody.
You just coming, you Samuel L. Jackson, the whole shebang, bruh. I'm gonna need you to chill.
You get mad at that shit?
I was trying to see Prophecy just left, you know what I'm saying? Courtesy.
He's been leaving before, though. His connection's messing up. Imagine he tweets out and says, nah, man, Ricky.
Yo, my man, lay off that way, bro.
Yeah, regardless of what you want to call it, the technical term, we could not play online. I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. I don't care what you want to say. The shit wasn't working. So, who cares to explain the situation the way that the more accurate way? Not you, Ricky.
Can I go, guys? Can I go?
Good.
Go ahead.
All right, so P.O. it's like this, yo. These dudes like Lizard Squad and all these like these crazy, probably nice at computing and programming and all that. They basically one day just decided, you know what, we're gonna take down PSN. And when they took it down, PSN was down for like 8 hours, bro. Like, literally, PSN had to put out an apology over Twitter like, yo, we know what the issue is. We're trying to fix the issue now. Next thing you know, 8 hours later, they put out another one. We're still following up with the issue. A few people could sign on. Just give it time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then this person or this squad went after XBL. They went after Twitch. They went after the League of Legends servers. They went after a few different type of outlets, and they succeeded every time. You know what I'm saying?
Did they get Xbox? They didn't get Xbox to the point where it all went down.
Slightly.
No, they just
for about a half an hour. Like when like what is it? Digital Game Informer, I think it is. They put out an article saying that XBL has went down and the PSN hackers or attackers have taken credit. And it was down for like a half an hour to the point where people were posting up Twitter pictures, you know what I'm saying, hey, why can't I sign in? And then like 20 minutes later they are online streaming, you know what I'm saying? So I think XBL just got right at it because they knew what type of situation Sony was in. So, you know, it's just, you know, it's real. Twitch went down, what, 2-3 hours?
And did you see what they posted on Twitter to get Twitch back up?
Nah, what happened?
Pretty much they on Twitter, on the Twitter account, they wrote, if you want Twitch back up, with a black Sharpie right on your forehead, Lizard Squad or something, and people were really doing it and sending it to them because they were retweeting it. Like, you could see people, like, with Lizard Squad on their forehead and, like, giving into their commands. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
And that's what I said earlier in the stream. Remember, I was like, yo, they do the right on his forehead if you want to get back online. They did the same shit with PSN. That Lizard Squad shit. They was like, yo, you want to play online? Right, Lizard Squad on your forehead. Like Lizard is God or something like that. What was that shit?
Yeah.
Saying? Like, yeah, and they were giving into it. Like,
and did anybody mention that? Because somebody's going to say in the comments section, you don't know, hacking and DDoS, motherfucker, we couldn't play. Could not play. I don't give a fuck.
So you can call it whatever you want. You can call it hacking, you can call it DDoS, whatever it means. We couldn't get online. That's it. It's that simple. They overloaded the servers to where peers couldn't get online. They couldn't sign in at all. You know what I'm saying? We're playing offline modes, 2K.
You can't even play 2K offline, yo. You can't even play that shit, man.
You can't play my. Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, the modes don't work offline.
And I feel like smacking anybody that says, "Well, it's no big deal. Just play offline games." I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, go sit down somewhere in the corner.
This points out what Chase was talking about. What, a few months back to a year ago, when we was like, "Yo, all these games going to this online streaming."
That would suck. Imagine that. Imagine having a PS4, Xbox One, and that shit needed to always be online, and they got DDoS, and we couldn't play for, let's say, 2 or 3 days. Always online, and you can't play your console.
I have a quick question.
Crazy shit happening, man.
If you download a game digitally, right, and
yes, you can still
no, I think it involves like PS Plus basically. So like, if say you download a game off of PS Plus, if the internet goes down, are you able to play it?
You can still play it.
Let's get your input. You ain't really had a whole lot of time to get any spot out here.
That's because niggas is getting niggas shook on here.
Yeah, man.
Nah, like I was I'm gonna be that nigga that Broken Games hates because I was playing Last of Us anyway. I wasn't even.
Oh man, this guy.
Like I was playing the DLC, the story or whatever. So I didn't even realize it was down when everybody was talking about the shit. And then I looked and was like, oh shit, my friend list can't access. Oh well, I'm still playing this shit.
Can't access it anyway.
So I was like, I don't give a fuck.
This is why I'm not a big component of paying for this paywall access to your own internet thing. What are you really paying for if people can access or down like servers from Xbox Live or PSN? What are you really paying for if people are quote saying you're paying for security?
Right.
There goes their security. I'm playing on Steam online and I'm playing for free. So what's the point of having Xbox Live or PSN and paying if you can have Steam for free? Or if you're on console, you don't want to come to PC, why not just tell the guys on console or the companies, I'm not paying for online anymore. It's enough of that. If you're just going to have this messed up security, stop making me pay for it. I'm not paying for it anymore. So.
I mean, that's the dilemma. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to play alone.
Well, that's a slave mentality, though. You can say, hey, Microsoft, I'm not paying for this anymore. If you do it on PC, do it on console, and I'm not paying for it until you get it right. I'm not doing anything.
But them games though.
Yeah, but see, that's what happens though. That's where we at. Where it's like in a perfect world, like a lot of the shit that companies, and not just video games, but companies period do, should not fly. But because you might have the 100 people that's like, you know what, I ain't doing that. You got 10,000 people that are just okay with that shit. So it'll always work. Like There was a time, and I'll never forget this shit. Modern Warfare 3 was out. These dudes was doing all these videos, the Call of Duty blackout. We're not going to play Call of Duty this weekend until they fix servers, lag, and all this shit. I'm like, okay, let's go. Man, these motherfuckers offered double XP. That shit was.
Oh, I remember that.
Because the few guys that say I'm not going to do that, we are the minority, man. All the other people, that's what happens. That's how a game like NBA Live, or now that's not even a good example because that shit ain't really well. That's how Call of Duty can do what it does, or Madden, or just like even Xbox. Xbox got so cocky they tried to do some bullshit originally with their original. Like that's how cocky they got, is because there's not enough people who say I'm not going to fall for that. Or let's say all of us say we ain't getting Metal Gear, right? How many people's in here? 8, 9? That's not enough. Because while we're saying this shit is a bad idea, bad for the business, you got 800 people like, y'all just complaining, blah, 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 it's not a big deal, and that's what you stuck with. People don't know how to be good consumers, and we're all guilty of it at some levels, but some of these motherfuckers just take it in the ass.
I'm very guilty.
I want to ask y'all a question. Like,
yeah.
I know things, but how is it that PlayStation servers can go down, but Hulu, Netflix, and the internet still works?
What?
It is?
It did? I was
on Netflix. Netflix works.
Netflix always works. Every time PlayStation does a little maintenance and the servers go down or anything like this, Netflix has always worked. That's what I switched to.
That's because they don't.
Off your internet.
They got their own servers
It's probably their contract.
Nah, it works off of your internet.
No. It routes you to a whole nother sector. It has nothing.
It's probably their contract. Like, just imagine if Netflix said, "Yo, every time somebody logs into PlayStation, that's when they can watch Netflix." Hell no. Netflix do that because they losing money. They gonna say, "Yo, whenever the internet is accessible to your fucking account, you better have them motherfuckers get on the internet, watch our fucking movies, and order our DVDs." You know what I'm saying?
Pretty sure they got say it like that, Carter.
I mean, I think Sony got pimped in that one. I think Sony got pimped in that one. What y'all think?
I mean, they don't get paid for us watching movies. They get paid for the subscription. Once they have our money for the month, it doesn't matter if the service is down on the platform, though, because they already paid for it.
I mean, yeah, but don't you think people would cancel their subscription if PSN keeps going down and people can't watch?
You think people are good, smart enough to say, yo, I don't like my service, I'm going to cancel? Motherfucker just say, okay, well, I'll just deal with it until it comes back.
Also, if you got Netflix, I can't cancel somebody else's subscription. Don't nobody.
Dave came to look clean.
I pay for Netflix.
You play for Netflix?
It's only $8 or now.
Oh, so you the dude that everybody get the password from?
You know what?
I'm that guy too. I'm that guy.
Because I couldn't even watch because there's 6 people on. 6.
I got like 4 or 5 clients on my Netflix again. I call them clients, you know.
Bruh, my Jalo brother called me and shit. He called me like probably 20 minutes before the stream started and say, "Yo, you changed the password on Netflix?" I said, "No, dog, I ain't changing. No,
it'd be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I can't sleep. I'm like, let me go on Netflix. I can't get on my own Netflix account. I got 3 other people watching. I'm like, this is crazy.
I change the password and change it back when I'm done. I ain't shit.
Hey, it's shiesty.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
There was let me see if I can find this article. I don't know how you say this guy's name, but I think he's from Miyamoto. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Anyway, and I'll just read the quote from the article. Basically, he says the passive attitude of casual gamers is pathetic. So he says these sort of people might not watch a movie. They might want to go to Disneyland. Their attitude is, okay, I'm the customer. You're supposed to entertain me. It's that kind of passive attitude they're taking, and to me, it's kind of a pathetic thing. They do not know how interesting it is for you to move one step further and try to challenge yourself with more advanced games. So basically, it seems to me like he's just going, because most people like simple things. Nobody wants it to be too hard, and they don't like change. They ask for that shit, but then when it gets here, they don't like it. As far as the video games go, so it's just like you want to do the same thing over and over, and you want it to be easy. I guess that's what he's saying. So I guess it's making it harder for people in the industry to actually try to make other steps to make changes or bring new things in because of all these people that he's talking about. What is y'all thoughts on, that let's just call it like the casual attitude for gamers? Let's start with you, BJ.
Oh, yeah, I already know I hate casual gamers. I think they make everything bad for me as a hardcore gamer. I think they are the reason for crutches and everything like that in multiplayer games, because developers need to put something in the game. Oh, let's make it easy for the newcomer, the casual gamer who's not going to be so good at this game. So let's put a crutch in that they can depend on. So I hate them for that reason.
Okay.
Right.
I think with me, I would say every game should have 4 modes: casual, intermediate, advanced, and hardcore. And whatever platform you play, maybe Call of Duty Online, 2K, whatever, because sometimes they say, oh, well, they have a ranking system. If this player is this rank, he can't play a player that's ranked all the way up here. But sometimes that shit happens anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't have no real ranking system. They be lying.
Right.
But splitting the community doesn't solve your problem. So.
No, and then you have the hardcore people who are going to try to continue with those options to stay in noob lobbies and
so
beat on them so they can look good.
Right, exactly. So.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so they can go ahead and rank quick.
UTX, I think you wanted to jump in there?
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't even know what the question was.
I think you're talking like the casual is not the majority of people, though.
They are. They're definitely the majority, but I think there's a new breed of casuals that they think. I think their number of casuals they look at, they think makes up a bigger percentage than they actually do. Because games were doing well before they started making it this easy.
Amen.
Games have been doing well way before that. But even San Andreas, take San Andreas for instance. I mean, you can beat the game, but that's kind of a hard game. If you down in the middle of a mission, you got to go all the way back to the starting point. There's no checkpoints. You might have to drive back and forth. Your car flips
all the way across town.
That was a hard game to play. The game did very well. You didn't hear people complaining about the difficulty, but for whatever reason, later on, you got all these games making, like the gamers making it, or the developers making it easy, where it's like you almost got to play on hard mode most of the time if you want to be what normal used to be.
I mean, but that's just like back in the day. I mean, you used to play fighting games, Mortal Kombat example back in the day. It was hard as shit to beat Goro, nigga. I had to put that shit easy a few times. Now I whoop that nigga ass, no problem. I go to the hardest difficulty and it's not even hard. Like even like 2K Hall of Fame is easy. I don't have no problem playing that game on Hall of Fame. I laugh at anyone that plays it below. I mean, with the exception of the computer's always hitting threes, but it's actually not hard. I remember years ago, 2K11, it was actually hard. I had to play on Superstar because I couldn't play on Hall of Fame.
You was weak.
but see, all you gotta do is figure out how to do it. Sometimes it took us, especially as kids, like we figured out, oh shit, we can just keep uppercutting people, but you gotta time it right, or you'll get beasted. Right. But like, nah, these dudes don't want it. Like a lot of these cats don't want to even try. They want to hop right in, compete, and do well, and that's it.
Yeah, and if they don't, they complain on forums.
Even with single player, do any of us? I don't know about y'all, but I try to play on the hardest first run anyway.
So what is that?
Hey, what is that? That's not me. That was not me, because I can hear it.
That nigga raised his hand. Hey,
yes he did.
Like, you remember when, of course, God of War came out, God of War Ascension, and there was this
Trial of Archimedes.
Yeah, and everybody was dubbing, oh, this is the hardest thing in life to do. You can't accomplish it. Especially because Adam Sessler made a big deal out of it. Oh, I had to call in a coworker in to do it for me. I'm like, you just suck. Because I went to that part, right, and I thought it was just going to be like, I was going to be here for days trying to accomplish this. I beat that joint on the second try. I was like, y'all, this is what y'all got me hyped for?
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I blame it on Call of Duty.
That's what I was just
hold on. Let Dave go ahead and elaborate on that.
Because Call of Duty got so much success from people just being able to pick up and play and act. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know how to play first-person shooters, and I could play it and go on like kill streaks, and I'm like, oh, okay. So everybody was like, all right, let's try to make our games accessible to as many people as possible. Just because of the popularity of Call of Duty, man. Anybody could pick up Call of Duty and get their kill streaks.
Yeah,
real shit.
Yeah, and that model is so broken because like Chase was saying, back in the day, that wasn't the majority, and they got blinded by Call of Duty sales, I should say, and they were like, wow, it's working. So everybody did this new wave of casual games, but a lot of people still could live off the hardcore theory. So I love hardcore games. I that's what I grew up off of. So yeah, I would love to see a return of hardcore titles, and I think they are slowly coming back.
I believe,
like with multiplayer, like you said, it's impossible for that to happen because they wouldn't sell well at all.
Are you sure?
No, don't no.
They would make. I'm talking about like for like say for instance Call of Duty, right? What if all they had was League Play, which is the pro version? Who are you going to see playing that? You're not going to see professionals playing it. You're going to because they want to get clips for YouTube. They want to beast on these noob ass people.
No, Call of Duty could burn. That ship has sailed. They could do whatever they want with far as Call of Duty. But I'm saying the new era of games, they could do what they want. They really have free range to do what they want if they're brave enough to take that route. That's all it is.
Before
Call of Duty.
Before Call of Duty, there was plenty of games that, had a higher level of difficulty playing online that you had to be tactical about. It's just that people played Call of Duty, and that's what, the rise of it is what changed it. Everybody expected games to play like Call of Duty, like Rainbow Six, sold very well. Rainbow Six was that type of game that it involved, more strategy, and it was a very popular game, Rainbow Six 1 and 2, and, games before that. But now they don't make games as much like that anymore.
How do we forget Halo? I mean, Halo,
Halo
you that on there, if you knew, you would get fucked up, man. You gonna get fucked up, bro. And that sold very well.
Nah.
Halo was doing numbers, and it was an exclusive.
My first game of Halo, I went like 0-15.
That sounds about right, bro. That sounds about right, because you didn't really know. You really had to spend time to learn the game. But yeah, like Dave was saying, I'm thinking about the timeline and when the game started to get progressively easier and easier, which is cool. But in a multiplayer setting, it sucks. I really do feel like after MW2, like everybody started making their games.
Yep.
Like super, not just easier. I mean like super easy.
No learning curve.
Yeah, there's no like I said, Max Payne, the third one. If the more you die, the more painkillers they give you. So there's no way you cannot finish the game because if you die 30 times, you'll have 7 painkillers to you.
You have to play that game on like realistic sort of like.
I feel like there was a time where you actually had to put in time to be like, yo, I'm a pro at this game. You had to put in work and put in time and play that game for a long time. Now it's just like these games, like you know everything about this game within a month. You know everything you need to know within a month.
So you think there'd be a time where the hardcore gamers we really control the majority again, or you think casual gamers are gonna rule?
I don't think it's a control.
Nobody controls anything.
Well, let me change my phrase in the words, but I'm just saying like the casuals outweigh us. That's why the companies create their games the way they create them. Because for revenue purposes, it's a business. So do you think it'll be a come a time where the hardcore gamers is going to dictate what the companies will do again?
No. But the casuals always have done that. They were able to appeal to both.
That was the point that I was making. They're not going to make as much money as they would without having easier things in the game.
They're going to need
They have to take that learning curve.
You know what?
Like I said, these kids are stupid nowadays. So it's
damn.
Very hard.
He ain't lying.
But it's just like they have to. Like they're going to have, in every single game, they're going to have easier ways to do things, rewards for dying as opposed to no rewards for getting killed.
For dying.
No, we need to get rid of that.
Yeah, I don't know where this mentality come from that you should reward somebody for being bad at a game. Like I don't get that. Like this is bad reinforcement. You don't reward a child for being bad. You shouldn't reward a gamer for being bad. You should be punished harshly.
We come from a generation, nigga, like. We get trophies for winning. Don't give trophies to the fucking losers. Like,
right.
I want to.
You in fourth place, you get a trophy now.
No, I got a trophy from MW2 for getting a death streak. I was like, MW2 and 3. I was like, oh.
You get a trophy for noob tubing.
Yeah.
Yo, noob tubing is part of the reason, dog. Noob tubing made the casuals god.
And that's the issue. They're gods. They like give them everything, and in addition, they take shit away from us. MW3 prime example. They gave everything to the people that sucked, and took away shit from the people that were good at the game, like the ability for you to sprint for longer durations. They took that off. They took off kills. They took so much shit away, and they gave it to the people. I'm like, how? Like, have it at least both. But nah, man.
My nigga, MW get assist and still get a stealth bomber.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild as hell.
I remember.
We can still clear the whole team without doing anything, literally.
Man, I got all my kill streaks with death streaks. I'll never forget that. I'll never.
Because I remember SOCOM. I was a heavy, hard SOCOM 2 player back in the day, and SOCOM 2 had had a real ranking system, not like the ranking systems are today, which means like how well you played to actually determine your rank. Like the better you play, the more your rank went up, right? And you had different levels like private, captain, commander. I couldn't remember anything like that. People took it serious.
Like Halo 2.
Yeah, and when you actually played bad, like let's say you got owned for a game, your rank went down, so you actually lost your status as captain or commander or anything like that if you kept on losing.
That shit.
Nowadays you stay at your rank. You just get there. You could play all day and suck at a game. As long as you put in hours, you're gonna get rank. Yep. It's not like it's not a real ranking system.
Yeah, back when Ghost Recon was hot, that shit was like that shit too back in the day.
Like, now it's like who plays the game longest. Like
exactly.
That's who gets rewarded.
Level up. That's why you see like people be level hundreds in games and are terrible at it.
Right, and you suck.
Perfect.
The Last of Us is.
Alright, bro. He was heading out. Alucard was heading out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think.
Yeah, Ricky, I was about to say, go ahead, man. Take the floor, man. I ain't mean to shut you off.
No, it's cool. Now I was only gonna say, you mentioned Halo before. My thing with Halo is it was definitely difficult when I first jumped on that. I think the problem with Halo was they never changed the shooting mechanic. Like it always stood the same. So guys, you could be off of Halo for 5 years. When I jumped back onto Halo 4, I was so nasty with it. Like I was surprised. Like they didn't really change the mechanic. That was their problem. But I think with a lot of games, they try to make their button configuration too much identical to COD. They try to make their control sensitivity too identical to COD. That's why I jumped on the boat with Gears, because Gears, even though it's a third person, but their controls and how stiff their guys were, I like that aspect. Too many games, even third-person shooters, they try to make their controls like COD too easy to use. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult now to find a game that's really different, because if it's too different, people bitch and complain. You know what I'm saying? And what was saying?
No. I love what you said, Ricky. I completely agree. But guys, do you feel like, all right, say a game comes out with a first iteration of a multiplayer game and it's a success, do you feel like them going back and sticking with the same control scheme is a bad thing or a good thing? I think it could work. I
think I agree.
But like Ricky just said, now if you dominate it in the first, you're gonna dominate in the second. So that's kind of scary. But do you feel like people have to change the control scheme to welcome the new?
That's not the problem. The only problem was some of these games, like I don't know if you guys remember the button controls for Rainbow Six. But Rainbow Six for me was difficult to control.
It was.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, there hasn't been another Rainbow Six, but I guarantee when that one drops, it's gonna have the same thing, L2, R2.
It's gonna have the COD config.
And the thing is,
I like it because
no, I do too. It's not about that. You have to look at it.
All right, Carter.
All right, Carter. Have a good one, man. It's not about that. You gotta look deeper into it. They're gonna make it easy to use. Like, look how easy it is to control players and your guy in COD. In some games, they can have the same controls, but they make it difficult in some ways. You actually feel like your character got weight. That's when you know a dev put in work into these characters. Like in some games, you may have to trigger up the sensitivity so much because the character was made. Like in Last of Us, people try to compare that and be like, well, that's the third person of Gears of War. Like they try to say the control configuration, but in Gears, your character felt really stiff to turn around. Nowadays, games, they're making them as light and
Exactly.
easy. Like God, I don't mind the configuration. I think it's very good, really good. 'Cause even Battlefield is the same way. But Battlefield is such a different game, and it feels different when you play it.
I love what you're saying, Ricky, because the characters within multiplayer games, good ones have like a weight balance. You feel the weight when you move the character.
What games you talking about? What games? I need you. What games?
All right.
Yeah.
You feel
I need you to tell me 3. I need to hear 3 of these. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Like Ricky said, Rainbow Six, you felt like your character had a weight or hesitation.
How long ago we talking?
I'm talking up to Rainbow Six Vegas, the first one.
Damn, nigga, that's like.
But
you going way back.
Well, I'm gonna let him go ahead and say the other ones, but we gotta also hold into account that things that worked at a certain time period might not always be better now.
Okay.
So
no, I respect that. I also looked at actually, I was gonna say Blacklight Retribution, but that could get twitchy if you set the.
Shit, Last of Us moves like that. Like, I don't feel like it's too easy to pick up Last of Us.
No, Last of Us has a learning curve.
Yeah, Last of Us is like one of the only games that's out that I can think of that actually takes skill and know how to play. It's not.
I laugh when people start running like crazy in that game.
Oh man, I would say that, Ricky, bro. They get in the game, just start running to the first box. You be like, oh, he gonna die. We gonna go this way.
I don't know. If you remember that VG when people were running? I'm like, yo, I see all these people on the map. I'm like, oh, these guys are new.
Wait, time out. So you guys don't run to the first box? Like the first box?
No.
Like you can run to it.
Sometimes.
But there's people running all game. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, don't they know what the game is all survival, whether you're playing multiplayer or single player. But I'm like, damn, these guys they got to be new to this game because they're running throughout the whole game. And I'm just like,
you don't know when you run in Last of Us, you show up on the map clearly.
Yeah, don't try to rush. Dude, this ain't COD. You know, like everybody's trying to make a game like you're rushing and this kind of alright. You know what?
And that really,
speaking of that,
and that really pisses us off.
Man, got that joint. Game
Oh,
Fly.
you got it now?
You got it? Well, you're not a multiplayer person on that.
Game Fly remaster. I'm not paying for that shit. I ain't getting online.
I'm getting online. Just trying to play single player.
I've been getting online. I just been playing Sniper Elite.
You gonna play the single player?
I'm gonna play the DLC.
Oh, okay.
I ain't played DLC yet.
Neither.
You're gonna get so excited, then you're gonna be like so depressed.
I ain't going. I might.
You might what?
I might be a little bit depressed. But yeah, no, like all right, here's a good question. What constitutes somebody being a casual gamer? Like, what does that mean? Because it's probably a different definition for some people. Like, some people will say if you only play 2 games a year, you're a casual. But with some people, like, I can't tell somebody that played Street Fighter competitive and that's all they played, but they played competitive and they went to tournaments and stuff that they're casual because, like, they're going a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? There's guys that play Call of Duty and that's all they play, but they play on a competitive level. I can't say they're casuals. It depends. Everybody's definition is different. Okay, so let me ask you, what's your definition of a quote unquote casual gamer?
I guess it's hard to describe, but I think it definitely has to do with how much the length of time you actually put in and how much different games you play. Like fighting games, like if you only play one fighting game and that's what you play, then I wouldn't consider you a casual gamers because those fighting games require dedication. For these dudes that go to tournaments and like Evo and stuff, for you to actually be able to win like Evo, you have to eat, sleep, and breathe one game. You could barely play anything else. But I'm sorry, I'm not giving Call of Duty the credit of saying, oh, this is the type of technical game where you can only play this because you need to practice. No, sorry, you're not getting away with that. This fighting game takes way more to win than that shooter you're playing. It's Call of Duty. I'm sorry, it's regardless of how much of a level you're playing on, it's still casual to me.
BG, so you feel like yourself could play at a competitive level right now?
Hell no.
If not right now, no, because I don't play the game.
No. Well, I shouldn't say right now, but you feel, since you said that statement about like, all right, that's not really a game with a learning curve that you could play professional. Like, do you feel like you have the skill to play professionally?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What game we talking?
Call of Duty.
Like I'm saying,
hold
Call
on.
of Duty.
Wait, what are we talking about? With the gamer or?
No, hold on.
Let him finish. Let him
finish first. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is Call of Duty isn't the type of game where you would have to put in not even near the same amount of effort into a fighting game to play professionally. Not even near, not even close.
I agree with that.
I don't know.
Let me go with him, dog.
I can agree with that.
Hold on. Okay. UT got a rebuttal. Let him go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like what he's saying is, it obviously is blatant. It takes way more skill to play a fighting game, than it would be to play a shooter, as far as Call of Duty goes. But where he's wrong in that sense is some of these dudes know the spawns. They know the map rotations, where you're going to die. I'm not saying that you can't learn that shit, but you got to put time in. And if you're saying that it takes time for you to put in a game and become less of a casual and more of a hardcore, I got to give it to these professionals, because I consider myself good in Call of Duty. I could hold over a 2.0 with no problem, but I'm not playing against people at the same level or professionals. I'm going to get slaughtered going up against a team like Optic, because my team or my squad, we just know to hold A and B. That's it. Keep those two flags, spawn trap from that C. But they don't play like that. If you actually watch those professional dudes, they can't get to that point, because they know where to throw the grenades, where to throw the flashes, where everyone's going to spawn, where they're going to do. Like, I don't know. I'm just not on that kind of level, nor do I have the time to put in for that.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. Like, I agree, if I went up against anybody in Optic, I would get destroyed, right? But I just feel like the foundation of Call of Duty itself is just so casual in the first place that I can't even like respect. I just can't respect it at a professional level, because it's so casual at the base. I just can't.
But hold on. Okay, but when you're talking about a professional level, you're pulling out all the casual people elements out, and it's only people of a certain level playing there. So Call of Duty is very casual, but on a professional level, I mean, have you watched some of those games?
I've watched some of those esports. Listen, I feel like you can't take all the casual out of Call of Duty. Everything in that game is just surrounded around it. It's just professionals playing.
Can I
casual. They do take elements out.
It's professional.
But can I add on to that, BG? My bad.
That's what it is. It's professionals playing a casual game at a professional level. Like I respect, like, for example, like Gears competitively. Like, let's say people were playing Gears competitively. I feel like that's actual, like, a hardcore game that's actually competitive and not casual friendly. Depending on which one you're talking about. I mean, depending on which one you're talking about. But I would respect that as, like, this is really a competitive game that professionals are playing, not Call of Duty.
So you don't think COD could be ever on a professional level as or a Halo?
All right, can I answer that? Can I have it?
Go ahead, Ricky.
My bad. Because my thing, I definitely agree with BG. When you play a game like Gears, not the last Gears, but when you play the game like Gears, he's definitely right. My only thing is, I don't blame the gamers though. I blame the game for becoming
It's not their fault.
Yeah, so that's why I like how Optic and how Envy in them, I like how they label themselves not as gamers, they label themselves as competitive COD players. They may play competitively, but the Call of Duty game has become so easy to play. So it's not really their fault. Maybe they can continue going that route to playing competitive play. Yes, COD used to be that type of game, but the way the game it didn't really fucking change at all. Yeah. But it's still on that. It's so easy to play. I understand why he's saying it's so casual compared to fighting games, compared to games like Gears, because that takes a lot of skill. COD is so easy. But yes, that's why it's very important that these people label themselves as COD competitive players, like what Optic and them do.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with Ricky and BG to that aspect of saying Gears is competitive. Now, really picture this right now. What would you get more entertainment watching? I would be going crazy if I seen a competitive Gears match.
I get more crazy over that.
Crazy. But if I watched a competitive Call of Duty match, I wouldn't move. I wouldn't care. I would not care because I know what skill goes into Gears of War. Gears of War takes skill. So if somebody just goes ham on 5 dudes back to back, I'll be going crazy because that takes skill. Now, if I see that in Call of Duty, I mean, I could be like, yo, I can mimic that.
Wow, he clutch.
You could mimic a
Yeah,
5-piece
but that's-
on.
I ain't on his side with that.
No. That's real. That's how I feel. I feel that everybody in this room has a chance to mimic that.
No.
In Gears of War, you can't say that.
I don't think you can, dog.
I think you have a chance. You have a chance.
You're on the right road. Abel,
A 1 versus 5 in Gears is way harder to do than a 1 versus 5 in Call of Duty.
That's obvious though. But what I'm saying is, you take that's like the dumbest statement, obviously. But you put a person like Marka J, who's well known as, I guess one of the greats on YouTube. He got slaughtered by these professionals that he was playing against.
It's a whole nother
And
animal.
he's better than all of us in here. There's no way we can. So you saying you can mimic him?
No, UTX
and
is
he's gonna get
right,
slaughtered just like them.
No.
Nah, Abel, man, you got to look at it differently. You can't look at it like that. First, I want to just say, when it comes down to competitive and all that stuff, Gears is third person. It's good and it's very hard to get used to. I still suck ass in that game. Call of Duty has been the same type of game. So yes, for a lot of people, it's pick up and play. For the competitive players, they are natural at this. They're natural beasts at this because the game is the fucking same. So every year that this game has been coming out, it has been the same. They know they are smart. As a team, they learn the maps, they learn everything. But the game is too easy. I'm not saying I can beat them. I definitely can't. They are really good. But they know how to work around everything. But yes, Gears of War, I would be more excited to see people play that competitively on Twitch or MLG or whatever that is. But I'm not going to say, really competitive because one is third person, one is first person. And COD, they made that game easy. So seeing everything they're doing, I'm not going to agree with you and say I can mimic them. No, because they do a lot of sick shit. But I just don't get entertained by COD players.
We're not talking about entertainment. And let me just point out real quick to the people watching, this is why we have the podcast, because everybody has different opinions. And if we all had the same opinion all the goddamn time, nobody would want to watch that.
You guys would be bored as hell.
I don't agree necessarily with what they're saying, but I understand exactly where they're coming from. The question is, we were talking about casual gamers, what makes somebody casual versus somebody that's not.
So we still haven't gotten the definition.
BG is saying Call of Duty on any level is casual. And my point that I brought up first was on a professional level, I can't say anybody that travels and plays against other people at an elite level, I cannot call that person a casual. Like they do this
about the game.
Yes, they do it on a level different than the casual people. That was all I was saying. So that's my whole point, is like casual versus not. If a person is a professional gamer for any game, even if that's all they play, we can't call that person a casual because they're doing something way beyond what casuals do, and they're putting in crazy hours on the game, and they're actually getting stuff from it besides just trophies on a goddamn screen.
Bruh, if it was that
all right.
If it was that simple to pick up a game and go to a tournament and win $400,000, there'd be a lot more people out here.
Right. It ain't for you gotta have the gift. Like you gotta be a freak. Like you watch some of these dudes on YouTube, they're freaks. You'll never be that good. Try if you want to. You could put on their class setups. You can try all that shit, but you will not be them. There's no way somebody that's that good is a professional. And might I add, sometimes in the Call of Duty scene, depending on the game that comes out, some of the players that were very good in the previous game aren't good in the current game.
Become doodoo. And
because it's not the same game every time on a professional level. Casual, yes. Well, professionally, no, it's not. The game mechanics work a little bit different. The maps work different. The guns shoot different. People's shots get cold. You can't say Call of Duty is the same professionally every year when the same players aren't good every year. Some people are not good every year.
Nah, and you know what? We all make valid points here. This is all just personal opinion. I can't really say what. I mean, I could say, I could give my thoughts on who's a gamer, what's a gamer, and this and that, and the third. I agree with what Abel and all you guys are saying. I agree with what BG is saying because it's 50-50 here. My thing is, after watching, I remember one day I was watching Scumpy's video. We all know Optic Scumpy. I watched one of his videos. He got his ass whooped by casual players. Now, this just proves it's just his skill doesn't work for a casual game. His skill only works for competitive.
Right.
Why? Because when they go play competitively, whether if it was on Black Ops 2 or Ghost, the way they play their rules, they're going to dominate. But after what he said in one of his videos, it was an old video of his a couple months back. He was playing casuals with a few of his optic buddies. They kind of got slaughtered playing against casuals, but he didn't care. He didn't take that to no offense. Obviously, everybody plays different. But my thing is, I don't want to judge someone because I know they travel out. They do $400,000 tournaments. The thing is, Activision, let's just bring this as a whole. Activision is obviously going to always pay for all this bullshit. You know, they're always going to promote this and all that. But they're making their game so easy to play because of their features and how the game is being developed. Now, that's one thing. The second thing is these competitive COD players are just always going to try to step their game up. So, obviously, they're going to become beast at it. They're going to be nasty with it. They're going to do their thing. My only thing that I agree with BG is just that they're playing at a high level for a casual game. He's not saying they're casual players. He's just saying it's a casual game now. It's no longer a competitive game unless they set rules like what they did with Black Ops League play. When they start setting rules, then shit gets real. When it's just a regular game. I just said that. Yeah, when they set rules, shit gets real. But if we're talking about the game as a whole, I agree with BG 100%. The shit is just straight casual. But that's why MLG sets rules to make it more difficult, and then we look at these competitive COD players like they're beasts.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. So let everybody. Let's go ahead and give our definition. So that was BG's. Is like he explained his, and then he was saying Call of Duty is just a casual game. Like, I understand exactly what he's saying though. So
yeah, I do too.
yeah. Like it's not that
I just said it's not. It was just when someone said they can mimic it. And I'm just
Able.
Let Dave. Let's get Dave in on this.
Get Dave.
What is your opinion on like what makes somebody casual versus not casual?
That one's tough. Like, I consider a casual somebody who just plays like the blockbusters. It has to be some hype around the game, so they probably buy like 4 games a year. Like, to me, somebody who plays 2K because their homies got it, Call of Duty, and whatever big, like, or Grand Theft Auto, and they don't, you know what I mean, really take time, I consider them casual. But anybody who puts a decent amount of time into it, just because you're not good, I don't consider you a casual. If you put a decent amount of time in there, you read gaming news, like all kind of stuff, at that point you become a little more than a casual gamer.
Right.
Casual gamer may or may not have a, you know what I mean, the system within the first year, might not even have it the second year. You know what I mean? Hardcore gamers, you know what I mean, you're going to buy that console, you're going to be gaming all the time. So I don't really think it boils to like what game you play. It's just like the nature, like how long and all that stuff.
Amount of time you put in.
Yeah, okay. That's a good answer. Abel, what's your definition?
I'm on the same premise as what Dave said. I love what he said because if you buy the mainstream titles here and there, you get your 4 or 5 titles. You're a basketball player. You're a football player. You do a little FIFA and you do Call of Duty here and there. You're basically a casual gamer. Now, when you have more time vested within the community and looking up gaming news and looking up releases and gathering opinions and becoming more of a cultural gamer, then I consider you something more than that. But a casual gaming is just mainstream titles and stuff like that. And like Dave also said, just because you suck doesn't make you a casual gamer neither. Like, you could be a hardcore gamer and you're just bad. So me at some of these games, I'm not the best. So, but I play games a lot. So I don't know. I think casual are just our mainstream guys that pick up the yearly titles and stuff, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, let me piggyback off that. I just want to like just throw in there that like I think a casual gamer as well is like someone that's not willing to try something new. Like a game like Diablo just came out. You ain't gonna see none of these COD players playing this Diablo though. You know,
that shit is fun though.
It is though. I be playing it all the time, but I see a casual gamer. Maybe they do pick up the blockbuster games, the ones that's on the media screen on commercials the most. But when it come out to these Wolfensteins, these Diablos, these games that you really gotta know about and be like, man, I'm willing to just try this out just to see if it's a good game. They don't do that. The hardcore gamers do that. Ain't no casual gamer gonna pick up Murder Soul Suspect.
Right. That is true.
That's how I feel. That's how I look at it, like that. Like once you get to that point where you're not willing to play nothing but Madden, 2K, and COD, that's when. And you're not at a professional level. I hold the professional people. They're hardcore because they play that one game their whole life. Like they gotta be something. They gotta be something vested in them to make them want to play that game. But the casuals that just here and there do it with the guys and all of that, they're not real gamers. They're the people that come into my GameStop I only see them twice a year, and they grab them Call of Duty and 2K. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good answer. Ricky, did you? I don't think you gave your actual definition.
Definition? Well, it goes back to what Dave said. My only thing is, I don't consider myself a gamer, but I buy like almost every fucking game that comes out. And the thing is, I don't really have time to play every single game that I buy. But honestly, I would have to say I look up to someone like Hip Hop Gamer when he made his video on what's a gamer. You have to be somebody who really put in time, who really enjoys all these games, who really, like what Abel said, invests their time and their life, you know what I'm saying, in video games and doesn't mind playing any type of game. I remember UTX telling me he plays Minecraft, and now it's like I was really hoping for that shit to drop already on PS4. I want to actually experience a lot of games that I didn't want to give a chance to. Like I just started playing Diablo 3, and I'm actually enjoying it. But I think honestly, a gamer's got to be somebody who puts in time. That is just something they're so passionate about. I believe we're all passionate about games, but someone who is passionate, who plays every single thing, who has a lot of knowledge in gaming as a whole. Even if you're born in the 90s, you have some sort of knowledge in games that came out years before you was born. See, I'm not someone who knows every single thing that happened before the 90s or the 80s, so I can't really consider myself as a gamer. I am a casual gamer, and I like to play a lot of games, but I just think a gamer is someone who has a lot of knowledge in many
Once you have a YouTube channel, you're no longer a casual.
Yeah, or if you're sitting here watching this podcast, you're not
Right. You're not a casual.
But really, start doing this kind of shit.
I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, though.
No, I understand.
We got you, bro.
Nah. I feel what you're saying, but don't put yourself down. Like if you don't have a wealth of because you started to talk yourself down and say that if you don't have a wealth of knowledge, you're not this or that or the third. Like no, you're still a gamer. You're still more prevalent than a lot of people.
Because there's no definition for a gamer. Gamer, whatever.
Right. That's a loose term.
No, you have to look what era you're from. So what? You don't look at the past. That has nothing. Like the past doesn't define you. So like
this is inspirational as hell.
Yeah.
Word. That's mad deep right now, right?
No.
I got my emotional. My man.
No, I just hate that.
Abel. Pastor Abel.
No. I hate that he put himself down because that doesn't make no sense at all. Because just because somebody doesn't have a wealth of knowledge in another sector than somebody else doesn't put you ahead of the game or back or forward or vice versa. Like you are still Ricky and you're still a gamer and you are still better than a lot of people at being a YouTuber or entertainer and being a person that holds knowledge. You got it, man.
Yeah. Yo, I was like,
you know the names of developers.
UTX. Do you have your actual definition?
I made a video about this a few weeks ago anyway, but
I watched that joint. What was you playing?
I don't even know what the fuck I was playing.
I think you was playing Destiny, yo.
That might have been it. But it's really what everybody said. We could all agree on that. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you put 7 hours into Candyland, nigga, you a motherfucking gamer. Like, I don't care if it's board games. I don't give a fuck. As long as you're open to play whatever. Like I said, if you got 2K, Call of Duty, Madden, and those are the only games on your PS4, you're no gamer, dog. Like, you gotta have all these other type of games. That's why it bugs me when people say there's no games to play. My library is full of games. I don't give a fuck if they may be indie games or not. My library is full, and I'm constantly playing this game. You will see me on Injustice. You will see me on Don't Starve. You will see me on Child of Life. I literally will try to play everything because I'm open like that. Some of these dudes will only play FPSs and consider themselves hardcore gamers. I don't have a problem with anybody considering themselves a hardcore gamer if that's what they do, if that's what they play, or if they do it on a professional level. But that's the only time I have a problem with people that consider themselves hardcore gamers, when they only play one game and they're not even good at it or on a professional level.
Right. Okay. Let me add to that. I feel like there's a possible formula that somebody can come up with, because it has to be something like how much hours you spend playing games total, your age, how much money you make, because there's some kid right now that's probably like 12, 13, 14 who watches every walkthrough that goes up but can't afford to get every game because he doesn't have money, that watches all the podcasts, that has Game Informer. Like, you can't tell that person that they're not a gamer. They just they don't have the resources to actually physically go out and buy the game, but they're spending more hours being involved with the game than some of these other guys that are playing it. So
yeah, they put more hours in Call of Duty than we is, and that's why you're getting sniped by 9-year-olds all day. That's what
yeah. So I mean, it depends. Like I said, it depends on that. I mean, some people, like y'all mentioned, some people they have very closed mind. They have closed minds about what games they want to play. So they might not even look at what games are coming out. What's the Shadow of Mordor? They might not look at that, but you know they probably looked at like Watch Dogs and 2K, and you know what I'm saying? They all looking at those AAA, everybody talking about titles, but there's other games that come out and they'll totally skip those. So
you want to find out if you're a casual gamer or not, go to Rapture and sign up for Rapture and connect your PS4, your Xbox, and
that shit goes right onto your Twitter, right? I've been seeing that.
Yeah. Years or how many hours? Like I have over 450 hours on. I think it was one of the Call of Duties. So like you got hours on these games. You put in
yeah, I mean, I feel like, and the casuals at the same rate, I feel like they don't understand what they're doing. It's a person that complains about somebody saying that Metal Gear is a ripoff. Like I'm either you're very hardcore or you're very casual, because there's some stuff that shouldn't fly, but a lot of those casual dudes don't think nothing of it. So.
Like if you put it like for real, my nigga said this, and at first I argued with him, but it's actually a good logic. If you
what is
put
that?
the amount of time,
Wait, hold on, UT, I can barely hear you, bro.
Somebody watching Kung Fu movies in the back.
I said if you put the amount of time in on a game that you've paid for, you're no longer a casual. You're above a casual. So if you pay $60 for a game and you put in over 60 hours, you're good.
Like, I never played an RPG in my life. Some people probably would say I'm a casual gamer.
I mean,
I didn't like RPGs till I got older. I absolutely
can't get with it.
Yo, me either. And look, I'm loving honestly, I'm loving this Diablo 3. Like I miss all their games, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta try this one, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Like I'm not even trying to play.
I think I was 16.
I won't even lie to y'all. I missed out on a lot of games that was kind of RPGs. Man, I used to just think they wasn't like real games to me, but now like this Diablo. I play Final Fantasy, some couple Final. I'm indifferent now. So.
I still can't. Like, to play a turn-based RPG? Oh, my God.
There just has to be a game that'll grab your attention.
That South Park is dog. That South Park, yo. Shit is marvelous.
RPGs, I grew up, that's what I first started, like, mostly playing, like, and I love those, you know, when I was, you know, younger, Mario RPG, Final Fantasy 7. I think Final Fantasy 7 is honestly the game that, like, yo, that told me, yo, I want to do this. Like, this is going to be a hobby for the rest of my life. That was, like, one of those games that did that to me. But
I mean, what do y'all consider RPG, though? I mean, because there's a lot of games.
Assassin's Creed 3, isn't that an RPG?
No.
Assassin's Creed as a whole.
This adventure.
I know y'all remember that motherfucking Sub-Zero game that came out on Nintendo 64.
You talking about Mythology?
Yeah, Mythology.
Oh my God, man.
Hey, she was just getting your ass whooped on that.
I knew something was up when they kept telling me to play it. That shit is fucking ridiculous, yo. That's probably the one of the hardest 3 games I ever played. You don't know what's coming. You have no idea. You need prior knowledge to know what's going on. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah.
That was my shit too. So like, is that considered an RPG from back then?
I mean, RPG is I guess role playing, and there's like a party system, and you look for that standard health bar, I guess, and magic bar, I guess. That's what people go.
What about Shaolin Monk?
There's turn-based.
I was just about to say that, Rick.
RPGs,
Shaolin Monk.
Real-time RPGs. So there's different types, like old school.
We all grew up on that. Then.
Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy.
You played Gauntlet.
Chrono Cross.
Right, Gauntlet.
Yeah. But then there's action RPGs. I think Dark Cloud. I think that's an RPG.
Yeah.
I haven't played that in a long time.
I can't play current RPGs anymore. That's like most of them. That's my problem. I like grew up on them, but I can't play most RPGs now. I can play a few.
I don't think they've evolved enough. I don't think they got with the times enough.
I think they got worse.
Yeah, the stories aren't good anymore. Does anybody got anything to add as far as the casual kind of argument or discussion? Because we can move on.
I hate them.
Nah, we can move on from
we can hate them, but like they're necessary, or none of us will be playing games. That's the bottom line. It's like we need all these people to get the game, or we won't be playing nothing. That's why I don't understand when dudes get mad when a game goes to the platforms. Like, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks. But like, if they don't take care of business, there won't be no business. You won't be playing some of these games.
I need casuals because they make my videos entertaining because I would have nobody to scream at. So yeah.
Right, you couldn't even beast on them either. Right, there you go.
Nobody.
Because I tell you what, I was the last person I wanted to go in league play. You think you good at Call of Duty? Go play league play. You get fucked up in there.
You need a team to go in league play though.
Wait, Chase, explain league play to me because I didn't play it.
So league play was to simulate the more pro way to play the game. So like certain perks and guns are disabled. MLG rules.
Kill streaks were disabled.
Kill streaks are disabled. So you're going to play the same way they play.
Was disabled.
Right.
No finders.
So the good players went in there, but it's a whole different way to play because all that spawn trapping and going 25-3 and all that does not happen in there because those guys know how to play. They're not running out into the middle of the map. They have good knowledge. You're playing against people that are good at the game. You're out of that. You know, you go in there and just beast and go 33-2. Like you're in a whole nother league.
And that BG, what you said earlier, that is league play. How when you rank, like you go up by ranks,
right?
By how good you do. So you can be a platinum nigga, and then go 4-12 and no caps, and all of a sudden you're back in the bronze tier.
Yeah.
So like that, I loved that league play. That's all.
Wait. Where can I play league play?
You don't want to play that. You don't want to play that. You don't want to play that. You do not want Black Ops 2.
Okay.
If you're really, a lot of people think they're really ready to be playing against like people that are good. And then you get in there and you realize like.
But I have a lot of fun on that though, because they don't do the bullshit. They don't
because
do
bullshit. They play like you're supposed to.
And you can't get mad when it's not that they're camping. It's just they have more of a strategy to play the game than just camp and just not do shit. They don't just camp. They're just smart. If they know you're a noob and they sense from how they're killing you, they're going to stay, and not in one spot because they're a bitch, but they're going to stay there because they know
you're coming back.
They know you're coming back. It's not the same way as playing a regular public match, whereas they're just camping with fucking C4s and tactical insurgents around, and they know they're about to come back and then they're going to shoot you. No, it's nothing like that.
Right.
Do you think we'll see league play within the next Call of Duty?
They didn't announce it.
I think they will. That game got another skill set with those new mechanics, you know. So
it still works. So if they can add that shit into that game, if they can add it into Advanced Warfare, that'll be dope because it looks like that game may have more features than fucking Ghost. Imagine Ghost with league play. Bullshit.
Man. I feel like the connectivity got to be great on that game. Well, we're gonna see a lot of bullshit, man. It got to be Ghost connectivity with like MW2 fun.
I'm gonna run and get shot. Chill.
But what's funny is league play because like I said, that's all I played. That it seemed like the connection was perfect. Like
you know, League Play had dedicated servers, actual legit dedicated servers. You know that?
Like I wasn't sure
because there wasn't a whole bunch of people playing it like there was the pub lobby, so they could actually run dedicated servers in there.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
That you rarely ever lagged ever, and if you did lag, everyone suffered that problem.
Well, we need to see that. And you know, I want to see better network infrastructure on these games as a whole, because some of these games, bro, they still like it's next gen, blah blah blah. Some of these servers are still sucking, yo, and it don't make no sense. Like, you know, I expect to see improvements on load times and online play, but
I agree with that. I very much agree.
Like 3 generations in a row. Actually, PS2 had more stable servers for me when I used to play Madden on PS2 online. That shit never lagged.
Wow, really?
You mad now, boy?
All right.
Try team play if you want to. Let's talk about Amazon buying Twitch. What is the significance or lack thereof? So everybody knows Google tried to get Twitch. They were in there. They had their foot in the door. They ran a little bot, messed Twitch up like they did YouTube. And then there was a monopoly.
Wait, what happened? Can you just say that one more? I didn't even know what was going on.
So we had Twitch. Google was like in the process of actually owning Twitch. Like they had their YouTube content ID bot running like last week or 2 weeks ago. So they were like making changes to Twitch. But something came through, the deal fell through. Somebody mentioned because of some type of monopoly. So Amazon ended up going ahead and buying Twitch. So it's no longer Google. It's not Google owned anymore. It's owned by Amazon.
Hey, what's funny is that's what I said. I asked y'all on the podcast. I said, "How is it possible if they can own YouTube and Twitch?"
You did say that.
Like I thought.
No,
it was
yeah, I remember.
I
And
remember.
you know what's funny? It would once that happened, the first people I thought about was us in the podcast. I remember you talking about that, and my initial thought was, I thought this was like hands down one of the best decisions ever with Amazon taking over. People are really telling me, "Are you serious?" But how are they in gaming? We all know Amazon in some way or form is trying to get into the gaming scene. They got a lot of shit going on with them. And you know what's funny? I haven't heard any news. Maybe you guys have. I haven't heard anything about Amazon ever failing at something. You know, they doing good with their ebook readers. They got the Kindles going on. They got the little Fire TV going on. Then they got their catalog of shit in their store. Yeah,
They're
exactly.
trying to make delivered to your fucking house, like.
It's all good and dandy until they get sued. How are they going to handle the lawsuits from these companies because of certain things that are done because they don't have laws in place for people uploading to Twitch?
But remember, this will take into place. This is not something that's going to change overnight. But the thing is, I was happy that Google didn't take over. Why? Because I never used to stream before, so I want to ask, what was the first thing to go to? What was the first service to go to live stream?
I don't know the first, but Justin TV became Twitch, and that's what I used to watch on Sandy Ravage. I used to watch Sandy Ravage every time he streamed.
Okay, so that was first,
stream
right?
on Ustream too. People use on Ustream.
This shit wasn't clean though.
Yeah,
No,
it
right.
was like it was garbage though, but
Yeah.
that was a streaming service. It was optional.
All right, so peep this. So now that those services started first, when did the YouTube live streaming come into place?
It came in to compete with Twitch. That's why the
Exactly,
networks,
right?
Yeah, the networks asked people to stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. So yeah.
That being said, I knew they were going to somehow fuck up Twitch, and it was not going to be Twitch anymore. Why? Because what YouTube and what Google and YouTube was going to probably do was going to take over Twitch and try to add it into just YouTube, and it was just probably going to add. I don't even think there would have been like a Twitch site. It would have probably just been recorded into like the YouTube site itself or as an add-on or a tool, and I just wasn't ready for any of that. Now, even though we was saying, and I take back what I said. I did say this was great because Google got money, but then thinking about it again, they already established themselves, and I feel with a fresh brand like Amazon, they said they still kept all of Twitch's employees. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Amazon is just gonna
talking about getting rid of them, boy, like replacing the whole staff.
So then why they came out the Twitch
No, he said Google was talking about replacing them.
Google was talking about replacing the whole staff.
See, they were gonna turn it upside down, and it wasn't gonna be the same kind of Twitch. Maybe yes, Twitch did need some little upgrades here and there, but that's why I'm saying now I think it was great that Amazon took over, because maybe with Twitch still having their peoples, they can now talk with Amazon and be like, look, this would help out. Do you guys have any new ideas? You guys want to add our Twitch app into your Kindle Fire TV? Do you want to add this? And I just think this is going to bring in some fresh ideas. And with the funds that Amazon have, come on.
Yo, listen, like Ricky was saying, this is such a healthy partnership with Google. I was actually happy when they said that Google was gonna. I was personally happy because I was like, all right, Google has the money and they're gonna have the music stuff worked out. They're gonna try to regulate that or whatever. So I was just like, all right, that could work. But then I looked into it a little more, but just like my man FoRiN said, he said, yo, they were trying to take over completely. Now with Amazon and Twitch, they're trying to have a healthy merger, and they're trying to let Twitch be Twitch, but just with Amazon backing. So I think that's the best thing that can happen, because that's for us. That's more competition with Google. So Google's going to have to answer that. They have to answer it now. They can't ignore it now. So we're going to get 1080p streaming, 60 frames, everything. Watch. Everything's going to turn around for the better on Twitch. Twitch is going to have a golden era. It's already sort of in a golden era right now. It was prior too, but it's really going to be a golden era. So guys, keep streaming, keep doing your thing, and if you believe in Twitch, it's going to be the future.
I just want to say Google, like what they could have done to help people, or to help us, I would say, is they could have made it easier for people to get partnerships, because we already had partnerships on YouTube, so they could have made it convert over easier in a way, Because like right now, the requirements is just ridiculous. Like,
Ridiculous.
But what did you want to say about that, UTX?
It's damn near impossible to get a partnership on Twitch.
Actually,
It's hard.
It's easier, but it's still ridiculous.
Right. So if Google would have, I'm not saying they would have, but it could have possibly made it a lot easier.
There's like now a few. Well, PlayStation pretty much streaming from PlayStation helps now because I don't know if y'all know Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
But he just got a Twitch partnership. Cookie has like maybe I don't know 10,000 subs, whatever. I got like 65,000. I can't get a Twitch partnership right now. But what he did, it's a struggle for me. What he did was the way when you stream from PlayStation, pretty much, and people can watch it. It puts you on a list of who's playing what, so everybody on PlayStation can see you playing this new game, for example. And he didn't even do it with a popular game. He played Plants vs Zombies because it just came out on PlayStation 4. Been out on PC and Xbox. He played Plants vs Zombies for a whole week straight and averaged about 200, 300 people for like 5 days. He applied for a Twitch partnership and got it. Like that simple. From playing Plants vs Zombies, streaming from PlayStation. So it's a few tricks to it, So I'm trying to use his scheme that he did.
You're a perfect example because it doesn't make sense. I'm not saying he's not good or whatever because I haven't watched him, but people that have 60,000 blah blah and pull about 100 or something like that, they should be able to get a partnership. Like the way I've heard it is you got to keep applying over and over and over and over and over, and eventually they'll say, you know what, yeah, okay.
I think they should have some seniority for people that have been streaming for a long time on there. Should be able to get partner easy to somebody that just came over. Like, do we really? I mean, I know it would be nice, but do you really want an influx of people all twitching on or streaming on Twitch because Google made the partnership process?
But who's gonna? I mean, what is a partnership really gonna do? It's just gonna make it so you can
It's gonna make a lot of people like YouTube, man.
They're gonna be It's going to be like YouTube, and then it's going to be like people are going to be attracted to those donations, and instead of having maybe 100 people streaming, Call of Duty, 2K, or whatever, you'll have like 3,000 people streaming at the same time. Like, do we really want that kind of traffic all at the same time? Yeah, you don't. I don't think you want that. But like dudes that were on the site for a while, even if they don't have the requirements, they should be able to get partnered. Yeah, that's bullshit because they've been putting in work.
They have a list of requirements. You can easily go and look at them. I think it's like. They say you gotta either have like 75,000 subs, or it could be 100,000.
It used to be 100.
Yeah, it might still be 100,000 subs on YouTube, or you get like 500 views on Twitch consistently. They're like ridiculous. Like 100,000 subs on YouTube, like really to get a partnership on Twitch?
I heard it on.
I mean, and that's another one of those situations. It's also about who you know, because I know people who don't have nowhere near that shit that are partnered. So.
But you know what I also thought? It also what happened is didn't you guys? I forgot which podcast it was. You guys mentioned that Twitch has some shitty ass ads.
Oh, that was me.
All right, so
they don't have good ads yet. They're not being respected by the advertisers as much as you.
Okay, and that being said, that makes me think the reason why they got such high standards with with partnerships. I mean, there is people that get in somehow, some way, but I feel like the reason why they don't just accept everyone like Machinima does is because do they really have the funds to even be giving out to each partner? Like, who's gonna just be streaming all day? I'm not saying it all counts on views. It's almost like a YouTube system, but still, I'd rather them have this policy. I'm nowhere near any of those subs counts, but. That allows people to just be more motivated to keep going. But for people like I have another YouTube channel that has 300 fucking subs, and I'm on Machinima with that shit. Like, how is that even possible?
I don't think they use money from even giving anybody a partnership though.
Not losing money, but then I was thinking again.
Oh, they take a nice chunk of
Yeah, they take a
people's money. They really rape the streamers. Let's just call it that. They kind of rape the streamers a little bit, so they would be just doing just fine if they partnered everybody.
And I think with Amazon, they'll get way better. They'll get great ads too. I'm not saying better than Google because both of them are on top. I was reading just now that Amazon in cash has 5.06 billion, and they just used only 20% of their cash for the deal. That's not saying what they got behind that, but they said they have $5.06 billion in cash.
Pretty much. What Twitch is. I remember pretty much what it is Remember when it used to be difficult to get a YouTube partnership? That's what it is with Twitch. I remember those
That's
days.
good. That's good to me.
Yes, I don't want them to
Make people work for something, man. Don't let people
Right.
just come in and get shit, yo.
Because when you do that, that's when it ruins the system. That's when
Right.
you get.
Because then you're gonna have people doing it strictly for the money, and then
As soon as they get in, no work put in, yo. This was getting partnered with 10 subs and shit like that.
Yeah, now before, oh man, when you got a YouTube partnership, you accomplished something back then.
Oh man, you went home and told people they didn't know what you
You
was
got
talking
that
about.
banner for the first?
Oh man, what?
Dog, I made a video and I had the biggest cheese smile on my face.
And you used that first check, and you was like, "Oh, this wasn't even worth it."
Bro, when I got my
$8.
back in the day, I'm sitting up here writing Denzel acceptance speeches, nigga. I'm like,
Well, you know what's funny? When you got into Machinima, right, Chase? You remember when the guy who kept emailing you back like all the shit you have to do? When I got partnered that I wanted to leave, he never wrote back again.
You know, they just did that to me.
Yo, I was like, these
yesterday,
assholes.
I'm not kidding. They every time, because I'm supposed to be leaving. I told them well within the contract's time that you have to notify them. So my contract is up September 4th. Like, I'm on Skype with the guy, and because they've ignored me for 2 months now, I told him, since he finally added me, I said, look, at this point, I just want confirmation of my release. He never responded.
Yo,
bro,
listen,
when I was about to go
like Bad Boy Records for gamers.
Right. He ain't lying. He is not lying. They you gotta have some special relationships over there. If you do, you'll probably feel like you're in the best network ever. But if you don't have that, you're gonna be pissed off.
Yo, that joint is falling apart. The booth they had at E3 was like a phone booth. They used to have a
They sharing mics now and shit.
one side of the floor, dog, and then you see the Machinima booth, and you was like, "Oh, it's bad."
Yeah, I know a few dudes that was partnered with Machinima, and they were just. One dude went on a campaign where he just made nothing but videos cursing out Machinima to get their attention. He had to do it like literally all. He didn't make any other videos besides Machinima videos anymore just to get their attention. Finally got someone to contact him on Skype, and he still got nowhere. They still wouldn't release him no matter what he said about Machinima. They wouldn't let him go.
That's scary.
I know Hard 8 was. I think Hard 8 been trying to get out of Machinima for the longest. I don't know what his situation is. I'm like, dog, you signed a lifelong contract or something. You signed that deal.
I remember they said they was like making people sign for.
Yeah, but that's illegal. They had to. That's why they sent out new contracts to everybody last year, because that contract, the original, wasn't really legal. So it was giving people 7-year deals. I mean, 7 years on YouTube. YouTube is still fairly not young website, but YouTube's not that old. But I mean, 7 years. Do you know what? I've been on YouTube for almost 4. I mean, 7 years, bruh.
Dog, I remember that Machinima in the box. That's the only way you leaving is in a box. It's in a box.
Well, Dave got out on some bullshit. Yeah, we was all trying to get out, and this motherfucker snuck out the back door on us.
I just was like, built today logic. I said, look, I don't even get views. I'm not even making y'all no money. Let me go.
But whoever that was that let you go probably got fired, because they weren't supposed to be letting nobody go.
Dog, the contract I had, it had that word in it. What is it? Oh,
in perpetuity.
Look, perpetuity.
What, did y'all look that up and figure out it was a loophole?
Well, yeah, in perpetuity.
Perpetuity, a thing that lasts forever, an indefinite period. I was like, what?
That's why they had to let him go, and that's why they sent out new contracts trying to get people like, we're gonna offer y'all this 3 year. So I'm like, all right, I see what this is. So I'm out though.
Yo, but think about this. Google, because you said Google. Remember, they got like a little social media thing. They got Google Plus, and they got all these like little network shits.
Google Plus is terrible, man.
Yeah, exactly. But does Amazon have anything like that? No, right?
No.
We don't need any more.
No, exactly.
We don't need nothing like that.
No, but don't you see where I'm getting at? Like they don't have shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they're gonna be shoving shit down our throats.
You're right.
Maybe they might come up with a new idea, but it doesn't mean they're gonna shove some random. They can't shove Amazon Prime. Imagine if they offered an Amazon Prime deal and it also came with Twitch Premium.
Shit, I already got Amazon Prime.
I'm about to get Amazon Prime anyway.
No, that's great.
I just got my shit for $50 for a student account shit. I was like, yo, thank God.
Why we didn't even touch on this. What are y'all predictions for PAX this year? Does anybody have any predictions for PAX at all, or any information about it?
I honestly want to hear somebody else's opinion because I don't know shit.
I've seen the release of the games that's going to be there. Obviously, there's probably some that they haven't announced yet, but Nintendo looks like they're going to be there heavy as shit. Like, they got games for games that they showing there.
Damn.
For the 3DS, for the Wii U, like, they going crazy.
They don't got no other console they're announcing, nothing at all? I'm just wondering.
I mean, why would they put that out there like that?
Oh no, I don't really know anything about that. I'm just curious.
I'm just saying, like, if you go, I think it was on IGN, and it shows you everything, like the list of games that are gonna be there. And like I said, Nintendo got that shit crazy locked.
They supposed to be talking about another Super Smash Brothers character too. That leak came out, so they might drop that at PAX too. Nintendo.
Games.
Supposedly there's a new Saints Row 5 is coming out, and I heard that. I don't know how they keep like Deep Silver.
I'm getting it. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, I don't like.
I'm not gay flat. I'm purchasing that. I don't care.
You like Part 4?
I like the whole series.
So you like the fact that it made no sense to drive a car when your ass was fast as speed of light?
I don't care if it made sense. I had fun.
Alright, motherfucker.
I like the game.
Game playing fun are the two things that matter most to me, and I had fun.
God damn, that's a lot of fucking games being in there.
I like the game. I just don't see how they, I guess, find the rationale to keep making them, because it's not like there is like a whole bunch of support behind it. I never really feel like nobody's like dying waiting for the next Saints Row game, or like the games even make that much money for them to be like, we're gonna keep making Saints Row. I just don't see it.
They do it for fun. That's the only thing I think. Like, they got to, because I don't even think Saints Row has fucking midnight releases.
Right.
Hold on. I feel like y'all might be disrespecting a little bit. Let me go ahead.
No, hold on. I played them all. Don't get it twisted.
I mean, the series has sold over 13 million units.
As a whole?
That's not good.
That's not bad.
That was bad.
They got 4 games.
Halo 3 sold 13 million by itself.
Hold on. Y'all got to think about the climate we in with these games. Dudes ain't going plat with these games. Look, these dudes ain't selling 1 million units. They sold, Saints Row the Third did almost 4 million units by itself. I mean, that's pretty good. That's good enough for me to make another game. Look at games like the Tomb Raider only did 3 million.
And that was
right. That was a good game. Like, y'all gotta remember the climate. These if you
they did 3 million on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. Or you talking about definitive?
4 million. 4 million. They did almost 4 million on the third. Like, how you gonna tell me that's not great if you comparing it to Halo, Call of Duty, and GTA? But how many games move over 5 million units in a year or a period?
Okay, I gotta see what we can agree with you.
Really? I mean, take out the ones we just said. How many games honestly move 5 million units? I mean, this year we had Watch Dogs do it.
Assassin's Creed.
I'm mistaken. Saints Row actually, I just checked the third sales. It actually sold a lot more than I thought.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there is some type of audience for that.
I'm shocked that there isn't a YouTube channel like dedicated to that. I'm shocked.
Nobody cares about it. Like, a lot of people play Saints Row. Like, I mean, because there's always this war. Why would you want Saints Row when you can have?
And you can get Grand Theft Auto. That's
why they made Saints Row 4 like that.
But it can't compare shit. It's like a dumb version of GTA, but I hear that it's fun.
It's hella fun, bro.
I wouldn't call it dumb. I would just say
no, not dumb. No, not dumb. I mean like a silly, like a fun, more. I don't know.
Arcade version of. GTA.
Okay. There you go. Arcade version.
Yeah.
I feel like when it originally started, though, they wanted to rival GTA.
Absolutely.
Wasn't that? I thought that was the reason, and they definitely couldn't compete.
Yeah, so they took it to a different place, which is better, because you know.
I mean, because they was coming out right before GTA. You don't want to bring last year if they would have been like GTA. Oh God, we'd have let them have it.
Guys,
it wouldn't be no Saints Row 5.
Like the story. The superpowers, superhero, whatever that was in the last one, it was okay, but like the actual story behind the first one and the second one, I actually liked them both.
The first two I heard were the best ones, and you know what? Saints Row the fourth one, I'm assuming that I know for a fact it had better customization on the characters.
Oh yes.
Not to mention, if you want to compare it to GTA, you're taking a GTA game that lets you play co-op campaign online with people. So it's like you can love that game for just playing with people.
And and the customization of your character, they went deep into it. I know that for a fact. I tried out the demo.
They could miss me with the dildos and shit like that.
They had that in the game.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
GTA had that shit in the prison.
When you look at, like, I said this a while ago as well, when you look at Watch Dogs, Saints Row had those same type of activities that you could do in the game.
Exactly, and they were better.
Neat, right? Like the tank, like the little shit that you could drive around and spray shit on everything.
Mm-hmm.
The little injury shit, the tax fraud shit, like that had a lot. Like that game brought a lot more than just a story. It actually.
I might have to check that out now.
It's really like a game where you can't even explain. You might not even think it's a good game, but you'll have a lot of fun and you'll like the game. Like there's just some games. That's probably one of them. Like
when's the next one coming out? Do we have any word?
No, I might download that on PC.
It's getting announced, so like I'm gonna get it.
I would love to hear that.
I'm gonna buy it. Like I don't always put 60 on games, but like that's one of the games I'll get.
Hey, I have a question.
So
go ahead, FoRiN.
What question? Oh, my bad.
No, it's alright. Go ahead.
Eat it.
So what games constitute dropping to 60 nowadays, man?
First of all, if I play a game and I like it, even if I didn't spend a 60 on it that time, the next time it come, I'm definitely spending a 60. Or
that's personal preference to me.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
A lot of these games ain't worth 60.
I would spend 60 again on South Park. I mean, and a lot of people didn't.
I was about to say that.
A lot of people didn't know shit about that game. A lot of people didn't expect anything until we started talking about it. And
I want to see the sales for that game.
And they said,
go look that up real quick.
South Park didn't get the sales it deserved at all. I could tell
that
you.
game is a 9 and a half.
They might not even make a part 2 to it. Like they didn't even want to make a part 2 to it.
But luckily for them, the game itself probably wasn't that expensive to make.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't. You can tell.
But it had a like who made it? Was it the people that made South Park? Because
I know it was published by Ubisoft.
It was published by Ubisoft. It was made by Obsidian Games, I believe.
Right. They paid them good money for South Park, then. Like,
it sold over 1 million between the Xbox 360 and PS3. In total, it sold like 105 million.
Now is that
105 million?
Wait, yeah.
You bugging.
5 million.
But that's pretty good in this climate. That's what I'm saying.
Wait. So Chase, that's a win for Obsidian right now. The 1.5.
I mean, depends. Like BG just said, this game didn't have a ridiculously high budget. I know they made their money back. I know they more than made their money back. If you look at the graphics, they didn't. It's not like it's clean for what they did. It's 2D. You got how many people doing the voices? Not that many.
Which game are you talking about?
South Park.
Okay.
They don't have to have a whole cast of people coming in to do voice work. They don't have to pay all these people to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had the normal writers, which is the guys that do the voiceovers, the actual creators. Like a lot of that stuff, they cut a lot of costs right from the jump.
Will we see this come to console, you think? Will we get this there?
What, South Park?
Yeah.
It's on PS3 and Xbox 360 PC.
Oh no! Oh, I mean next gen.
Next gen probably not because there's not demand for it as there should be. Because I keep telling dudes that's the best game so far.
That can be game of the year right now.
Way more attention than it got, and it deserved to sell way more than it did.
Yes, it did.
And it's a shame. It's a shame. Like,
yo, you know why I like that game? Because they didn't give a fuck. All that nasty, dumb shit that they do, they kept that shit original. They put that shit in the game. A lot of games they won't do curses. They won't do a lot of crazy shit, or if shit is kind of racist or not. Like South Park, they don't give a fuck. They put all that shit.
You can't get offended. They make fun of everybody.
You could create a Jew. You could do shit nuggets.
Like let's be real. Like when they made that game, they paid them for South Park because people knew what that was gonna be. It was South Park, and it's gonna be crude, and you have to have a sense of humor to play that type of game. And
right.
So ignorant in their own that they didn't go out and buy it, as you see.
Guys, and Chase, I actually had a question. What did Assassin's Creed get delayed? Right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Just until the 11th. It's supposed to come out the 28th, and now it's coming out November 11th.
Now, what do you think about that position from them shifting the? Do you think that's gonna hurt them? Is that a good thing?
No, they have a cult following at this point. You know, It don't matter what they put out. Like dudes is gonna get their game, so they can do whatever they want. You know.
The only
It's
thing
not
that
like-
makes this one different is that it's co-op. It got 4 characters. If I'm not mistaken, you can play co-op with, right? Or am I bugging?
Yes, you're right.
It's an option, but you can still get the single player. And there's two Assassin's Creeds coming out. Now they're both coming out on the same day. One next gen only, and then one from the previous gen.
Oh
So
yeah,
two
you're
games.
right.
It's 2
You're
games.
right.
And
So
when
y'all-
is Far Cry coming out?
Now, do you?
No,
Now,
no.
what, so
November.
do y'all think that's a good move, though?
That's stupid. All right.
Is it a good move? We gonna see in November.
Right.
But Assassin's
Right.
Creed has a huge fan base.
They have the Crew, Assassin's Creed, and Far Cry coming out within weeks of each other.
All
Not
published by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
to mention, throw it up there. I know a lot of people don't care, but Call of Duty as well, because everybody knows that Call of Duty used to be November, and so when GTA did that, it was
2K.
more of like a what? Well, it's 2K's October.
Yeah,
Oh,
2K is in October, bro. Got to drop.
That's
that.
still a
just saying
dumb move. I
Ubisoft
remember.
is competing.
Yeah, like they're competing against themselves. I remember when what was it, Blacklist? Tom Clancy's Blacklist. That shit came out, and I remember that when they said Rainbow Six Patriots was gonna come out the same month, and I'm like, I know they're not gonna do that shit because obviously that you're fucking up your own. You're basically screwing yourself over, and then all of a sudden Rainbow Six Patriots got, I guess, dismissed or some bullshit. But this right here, 3 games, they really nah.
I mean,
Man,
Assassin,
they're gonna do all those
No, they're,
games.
yeah, they're gonna. Yo, I know
Honor-
because they so different from each other, and they all good ass games. Just like remember, they got WWE coming out with
Oh,
NBA in the same month. I'm buying both.
Yo, I gotta get my wallet ready. This ain't.
Right.
October about to hit us all, man.
All that
You
bitching
gotta
we
get
was
that
doing,
piece.
we
I actually
gonna
got
get it
my
all.
list. I got my
I'm
list
a
down
big-
to like 4 or 5 games actually for the
I
rest.
did too.
Oh, thankfully.
Yeah,
I did go. Chase put me on this GameFly, man. I'm about to be on GameFly a little
Game
bit.
No, I
Fly.
told you
Nice,
to get
man.
that PC because half of them like 10 games.
Right now, 3
What the
games.
fuck?
This is what I do. While y'all dropping 60 on games that ain't even proven, I'm dropping my 1 month subscription. And if it's good, I send it back and then go to the store and buy the actual game. I have no problem.
$27.99,
You
nigga.
would I deserve my 60. But if you don't, like Sniper Elite, you're not getting my 60. Are you crazy? It's a good game. $60? I think not.
I got that game for free, and I still haven't beat it.
That's what I'm saying. No, I mean it's a good game. I would recommend somebody play it, but I wouldn't recommend somebody drop 60. That's why I just do GameFly. If you like it, send it back and go buy it from the store so that the developers actually get something so you contribute. If you don't, send the shit back.
My list is so short now. Like I got 10, like all those games that's coming out. I ended up putting it like to 4 games that I'm gonna buy it, and like I got 9 more games in the game. Like I brought that shit down real because it was one point that I was gonna buy them.
It helps that I played the Crew beta, and I took that off my list immediately.
Damn, thanks. Man. I feel like crap. I thought you were gonna like it. What didn't you like about it?
So, it was like
Repetitive?
a budget. It was like a budget driver MMO. Like, remember the driver of the game? It was like a budget driver MMO. That's what it felt like. It was just
Because
They said Hornady signed his contract in blood though.
Nah, you know that shit really it bugs me because the list again, like I said, Chase, you got to really jump on this PC, man, because
Oh, I'm getting the PC. What is it? August?
you're gonna get it like later on October or something.
Before that, I'm trying to get it by September. Like I'm joining. Just
Man, I wanna get some tips on how to get me build my own PC, man.
I'm too lazy. I'm going right on CyberPower. I'm not doing all that. I'm going right on CyberPower.
Yeah, same here. That's what I was gonna do. Just go Cyber Power.
Shout out to BG. If you annoy him, he will not help you. Just ask him once and hope and pray for the
it's not even that. It's I remember when you asked me to help. It's just that I was like, I'm gonna keep it real. I got no time to help nobody on YouTube for nothing.
You know what I thought it was?
That's real.
You know what I thought it was? I thought you was thinking like he probably is not gonna have the money anytime soon. So you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden it pressured me. The next day I said, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna just kill this cash."
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was just like, yo, sometimes I don't even got time to answer a comment on YouTube. People be asking me a question, BG, how you do this? You know what? I don't even got time to answer your question. Like, because when you try to just balance in YouTube with everything else in your life, I'm like, I can't spare 5 seconds to answer this comment. Let me get out of here.
Damn.
All right.
Comment though.
BG.
It be like that sometimes though.
Yeah, it really do. It really do be like that sometimes though.
Yo, all jokes. I got 20 something games this year, right? That I'm copping. Now you're gonna think I'm bugging, but half of those games I'm getting on the PC, and those games are like, what is the single player games like Lords of? I mean, I think Lords of the Fallen is multiplayer. Why say that out? Like, yo, my dude.
It's a PC. So let's say I bought Far Cry 4 on PC from Steam new. Day one, how much is that going to cost? It's not going to be.
Don't get it from Steam.
How much would it be on Steam though?
Steam sometimes does a deal. They'll do it for like 50 or 49 or 45 or something.
But there's websites where you can get CD keys and stuff, right?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
Right.
And you got to catch a spot.
That's
like,
something I can't help you out with. I can send you all the websites. I just say
that ass.
So that's what I'm trying. I'm just trying to save some money on the other side.
Yo, cause keeping it all the way G, I know Far Cry has a co-op, but I'm not really getting it to play the co-op. I'm getting it to play the single player campaign. I
can't wait, bro. That's that Far Cry 3. Woo!
Nah, yeah, that's real.
Not the online though. Not that online though.
Yeah, that online was
Yo, BG, what system or platform are you getting? Are you getting Shadow of Mordor still?
Yeah, but I might. A lot of these games that a lot of these games that I'm not getting on release, like in October and the end of the year, I might end up getting them on consoles because I can probably end up getting them kind of free on consoles if I wait. And like I can't play them anyway at the same time, and all at the same time, so I might as well wait and buy them on consoles, get them on consoles free later, even though I would prefer to get them on PC. So
yeah,
so what's
games like that is PC and hard.
So what's this website y'all was saying that I can go just grab a PC off of it?
CyberPowerPC.com
or PC Part Picker
or AppBadPower.com. They got like PCs already assembled, and if you want to actually get something else besides what it comes with, you can select something different. So.
I mean, other than BG, because I know he be busy with his work and shit. But shout out to Industrial Gamer and a guy named Onotuk, because they're the ones who helped me build mines. You know what I'm saying? So if you know them on YouTube or whatnot, hit them up because they helped me out with getting like sales and deals and shit. Because my PC was like $1,500 something, but I got it actually for $1,300 something because of the deals and the sites that I got it off of. Say it again.
Shout out to them because I don't got time for that.
That's what I'm saying, man, because I know you be busy and shit, you working and stuff.
Now I'm just getting ready because YouTube, and that's another thing, that 60 frames a second and all the extra render times. I figured instead of just getting another laptop, I might as well go ahead and get this desktop and have one to play games and it can render videos.
I thought about it.
So do those PCs come with good graphics cards?
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, here's the pre-made ones.
Yeah, the pre-made ones. I'm getting the same graphics card Ricky got, but I don't know what else Ricky's specs are.
Which one is that?
I forget what it is. It's the one that is one step below the
What
Titan.
you got, Ricky?
770?
No.
I got the GTX at 780 Ti.
780.
Yeah, 780 Ti.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll be fine then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get that one because I'm trying to render these videos because I can't right now. If I try to do 1080p 60 frames a second on this laptop though, if it's a walkthrough video, it might be 7 hours. Yo, I ain't lying to you.
I haven't ran any tests, since this 60 frames thing is coming, which we don't know when. They just teased us with that and let us go.
Right.
But I know, like, even on like 1080, let's say a 1080p video, because it depends on how much action and how much activity is actually going on in the video, because not every like 10-minute 1080p video was actually going to take the same time. It depends on what game you're rendering. And because I know Titanfall, since there's so much movement in Titanfall, right, that even on my machine, rendering a 10-minute 1080p video in Titanfall takes ridiculous, like maybe past 25 minutes around that.
Oh, that's ridiculous. 25 minutes is ridiculous.
That's not bad.
For me, for my standards, that's ridiculous.
Hold on. How long is the video, BG? How long is
He said 10 minutes.
He said 10
Nah,
minutes.
man.
10 minutes, 25 minutes. That's too long for me. I'm sorry.
Can I ask you something? I don't know if you can actually check right now, but what exactly is your settings though when you render a video? Like I have mine set to 1080, but I also have my thing on bitrate. I got it on 20 million, and I got my frame rate at 30, obviously, because YouTube can only do 30. 1080p if the game is 1080, and I render it out with my GPU or my CPU, whichever, But for a 10-minute video, it takes me 7 minutes. Unless I swear, unless I'm missing something. It depends. Like he said though, if the game has a lot of movement, because Titanfall, I have a 10-minute video. It didn't take 25 minutes.
It's probably the format which you're rendering in. But speaking on what Chase said, it's funny because I remember before I had my machine and I used to render from my laptop, a 1080p video maybe took like a whole hour, and I used to be like, oh man, I gotta wait an hour.
Yeah, that's on 30 frames too.
But then I got my machine, right, and I was like, 10-minute videos take like 20 minutes to render. I'm like, damn, that's fast. Couple months later, you looking at this like, yo, it's taking 20 minutes? Like, your patience gets lower and lower. You feel like it's supposed to increase. Like, 20 minutes? I don't want to wait no more. It should be 10 minutes.
You said there was a rumor for 800 or something like that, or GTX 800 or something. I don't know. I forgot what you said.
You gonna get that way. You gonna get that way when you get your PC. At first, 20 minutes is gonna seem like amazing to you. After a few months, 20 minutes, you're gonna be like, this is taking too long. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I don't know, man. I'm a pretty patient guy.
Of course, because right now you've been doing that work with that laptop. Oh wait, on top of that, do you do the render where you render out like 5 videos on one thing?
Yeah, I batch edit.
Yo, you know how long that shit takes, Chase? That shit takes longer than if you render one at a time, like manually.
It's the same for me. Sometimes if it's like a single video. Well, on Sunny Vegas, there's a way to batch render, and he's saying it takes longer batch rendering. It doesn't for me. It's the same time.
Oh. For some reason, I put 5 videos I made, right? And I was like, let me try this batch render once.
It took me
a while.
You use a Vegas?
Yeah.
You know how to batch render? How you know how to do that?
You want me to show you? Let me see. When you go here,
I'm asking. Did you watch the tutorial?
Yeah, I did.
So you do the render regions thing?
Yeah, you gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Yeah. After I did that. So after I did that, it took a little longer. But when I tried it manually, I realized I did cut off like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like it saved me a little bit. I think it depends on the machine. I don't know.
And by the way, I use WMV as my video format.
Damn, dude.
I don't do that shit no more. There's no advantages to it anymore.
Because I've actually it was pretty much a day I dedicated my whole life to comparing pretty much every video format, and uploading it to YouTube, comparing them. It was a horrible day, but it was worth it. And just doing a whole bunch of research on what actually looks the best. WMV actually looks the best. It's the least that's why it takes more time, because it's the least compression.
The file's so damn big.
The file is bigger, and the thing about y'all probably use MP4, right?
Yeah, I use AVC MP4.
I use WMV overnight. But if I need videos done, I use MP4. That's
you have a fucking set schedule.
Let it sit like a cake.
Hey.
I just baked this.
This is a machine, man.
But yeah, the thing about MP4, if you're a stickler for quality with MP4, you will notice upload the same video and put it up and check it out MP4 and then WMV. You'll see dark spots. You'll see it's way darker on MP4 because they crushed blacks. I think that's what the term they call it. It crushes the blacks in the video and makes it look darker. To the average eye, you probably won't spot it, but if you're someone like me who's completely anal about it, you'll be like, look at that dark spot in that corner that nobody can see. Yeah, it'll bother me, somebody like me. So, but WMV is the best quality to use.
Yeah, who live in the hood? Hey, just because I'm in Chirac don't mean that's me.
Since we talking about equipment and stuff, a lot of people ask me, and I'm sure everybody else on the panel, they want to start a channel, what do you need? You better be ready to drop out 800. I'm just.
Yo, you know how much money I dropped out for 3 years?
I think I asked you that on Twitter, check.
Yeah, you did. I think I spent.
Yeah.
I spent like 600, man. I ain't have it to spend either.
Throughout your whole YouTube career, your YouTube.
I spent way more than that, but I meant to start. To start, I bought a PVR 200. I had to buy a monitor to record on because I was playing on a standard definition TV. That was 200.
You playing on standard definition? When did you start your YouTube channel? 2002?
No, look. I had a flat screen, but that shit had the response time was so ridiculously long that if I pushed X during Call of Duty, that it would take like 2 seconds for it to respond. So I had to play on a standard definition TV, and that flat screen was borderline useless. So I had to buy a monitor because I watched people set up videos. They recommended monitors. So that was 400. Had to buy a mic. That was another 100. Had to buy a headset.
Some good old days.
That was another 200.
Yeah.
I think I started, and you got to buy games and DLC.
I remember. I remember when I started on my YouTube channel, and you just pretty much every single time you go like, okay, this is all the equipment I need. You kept running into something else you need to the point where it's unless you're like one of those YouTube channels that blows up overnight and gets like 1 million views in one day, you're not gonna get paid back for what you put into it for a while. Like it took me a while to feel like I'm like, okay, I'm making more money, way more money a month than I'm putting into this. So expect for pretty much for YouTube to rob you. Your hobby will rob you. So.
Yep.
When I bought that HD PVR, I said, I know I better make $200. I don't care if that's all I make. I'm gonna make $200.
Hey, bro, I bought a motherfucking $200 camera, bro, and was aiming that shit at the TV on a tripod.
Hey, that's what they used to do, though.
That's what I used to do. Modern Warfare 2, aiming that shit right at the motherfucking shit.
It got to a period of time where you couldn't anymore. It was like the game had stepped up.
That's probably
those were the good
like
times
2
because
years ago.
You could quit and not be out of nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. Now you
quit.
You gotta sell your PVR and shit or your Elgato, but everybody got one already.
I think when the HD PVR came out, not when it came out, when I finally like decided, like, cause y'all remember the Dazzle? I started on the Dazzle. Yeah, and I had that, and I'm like, oh man, I need to upgrade. Like, I'm getting more attention to my channel. I can't be living like this no more. Like, I think I might have had $200 like to my name at that time. Mm-hmm. That went to the HD PVR. I was broke for like a good 2 weeks.
That Dazzle, that's my
the biggest purchase for me had to be like, well, all I do really is talk on my channel, but my biggest purchase had to be my DSLR. Like that was the biggest, and actually buying my Mac computers, that was huge. That was one was $1,400, and then the other one was like $6 or $8. But yeah, those investments, and plus my Elgato too. Yeah, that was. Yeah,
these guys don't know it. Then you spend your time on YouTube upgrading, so it's like, yo,
right?
There's a new capture card. Even though you already have one, it's like
you have to upgrade.
Or I need a new mic, or I want to get a new webcam.
I ain't saying do this all the time. Nowadays, PlayStation got their own capture card in that motherfucker, so niggas recording their own shit.
Just test it out.
Wait. Fear Factory, bro.
I have to ask everybody here, how much does quality matter in that sense to you guys? Because like some people, like I suggest to some of my gamers that want to get started ASAP, I say start now than waiting. Don't keep holding back. I'm a person that's like, yo, just start. I choose
entertainment.
But okay. So for me, I'm super on quality. I love quality. I'm more on BG's level. Like, all right, I pay attention to things, but like, would you guys say quality is really matters, or would you say entertainment and being there for the people? I mean, they both go hand in hand,
man. Because I watch niggas like El Presidor, and he a perfect example. Like, to me, it's all like, I don't give a damn how good your quality is if you're boring as shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
No. Yeah, he's right, man. It's so many different things. I can't really speak upon it. I'm like, I ain't shit on YouTube. But as far as like what UTX just said, he's right. Because if you have shitty ass quality, if you could catch me quick, if you know how to articulate yourself on YouTube and you got the shittiest quality, I might just want to hear what you have to say. But it really falls under how the quality of your videos and what you're saying. And I myself know a lot of the times the shit I say, I sound retarded. I know that. But as far as what you guys are saying, like, we all have our views on what you need. I know I spent too much money when I first started my channel. Like, I really overdid it. When I first got my HD PVR, my boy goes, yo, I just got an Elgato. I said, you serious? He was like, yeah. And next thing you know, I see somehow, for some weird reason, it was a coincidence, I see all over fucking Google and shit how the Elgato is beast. What I did, I had to try to get myself an Elgato. And now look, the HD 60 came out. I'm even more stressed. That is stressful, yo.
Hey, man, that's how it is.
Yeah, seriously.
You want to get to a point where you make the money back that you're spending at the very least.
You may make it back.
Like it was a point where it's like, yeah, you might make it back. Like, okay, I spent all this money. If I make all that back, that's cool. And the hell, I might even make enough to buy myself a game every month. I was very content with that shit.
Same here. Same.
Man, I just got my money from my Elgato back. Like,
see, people think it's a game unless you are getting like tens of thousands of views per day. Like, you're going to be very disappointed when you get your first pay.
No, that's
if you started your channel for that.
Hey, no lie though, when I got my very first paycheck, nigga, hey,
I told you I got a Lunchable.
I was walking around like, you know how you go to the barber shop and get that fresh haircut and you just like, hey, nobody fuck with you on
that's
that.
How you feel like.
When I got my paycheck, I don't get that shit was like $80. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I was walking around, I was saving that little money, nigga. Like,
I wish I had.
Yeah, I didn't even get 80.
No, dude, I didn't even get 80. I got like 42 and shit.
$8.
I went straight to Starbucks.
No, but honestly, I felt kind of good about myself in a way because I was thinking like, damn, you know what? I like what I'm doing. And before that, I did, like I told you guys before when I first started, I did say, damn, the money for real. But I really was into playing video games regardless. Now I see it like I don't really pay attention. I forget when Michelle gonna be sending me my paycheck, my money, whatever bullshit. I just like doing this shit. So you gotta like what you do. You gotta like what you do, you know.
Yeah, I like what you do for a long time. Then something's gonna happen. You might finally start making a little bit. Then you're like, damn, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely happens. But I think it's like it was a worthwhile investment for me, because now it's not even like a primary check for me. It's a secondary check, but it's still a pretty, good check for my from the job I work, 9 to 5 and everything like that.
Right.
Some days, like there's some months you'll be like, you'll make some money and be like, dog, we going to the Gucci store right now. Let's go.
He ain't lying, yo.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
Like, I'm about to buy all my dudes some, right? Like,
all jokes aside, you're going to start a channel starting October. My bad.
Dog, I remember, yes, dog, November, let me tell you something. November of last year, that was around the time, well, yeah, it was around the time, obviously, PlayStation, the release of the new consoles. I was still making money off the GTA 5 videos. Obviously, that was mad popular. Bruh, I don't want to give how much I made that month, but dog, I was about to when you get ignorant.
Yo, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was about to drop out of school. I'm like, I don't need this no more.
But a lot of the viewers don't realize that most people on YouTube actually work regular jobs.
Yeah,
right. Like, you ain't doing it like that.
Unless you PewDiePie.
you ain't even gotta be PewDiePie, but you need to be doing some serious numbers for you to even think about. I don't need to work this regular job.
Yo, if you're young right now, try to develop yourself.
Because I remember
exactly.
Back in the day, Call of Duty was easy. All you had to do was get 25 kills, get a nuke, and you was getting thousands of videos.
That's it. But then there's so many people start buying capture cards that.
Yeah, now it's like you got to do 1080 fucking quick scope.
And even that don't work. Call of Duty, as far as like new people coming in,
it's impossible. I think.
I'll do me a favor and don't do that shit. Do not put that.
No, I did that shit once, and some kid wrote to me like I was fucking around in on Black Ops 2. I was just doing it, and some kid goes, "Oh wow, that was whack." Like I thought I was a shit when I did it. And he goes, "Yo, you're whack." He was like, "Oh, you should have did it with your tactical insurgent coming out." I'm like, "Huh?" Like I didn't even know there was other ways to do that shit. Quick scope and all that. I don't know.
Listen.
Also, don't put yourself in a box like that. That's the biggest,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hugest thing.
You got people that are only Call of Duty players and they have nothing else on their channel, and then once they start trying to upload something else, they don't get no views because they don't have to watch that shit.
Because there's a lot of people that were, they thought like, oh, I'm gonna make a Call of Duty video and do something real crazy, and it was when Call of Duty was on the decline, and they made, like you said, some 360 no scope. They put that video up. And they woke up in the morning expecting to have like 1 million views. That joint had like 2. They didn't know what to do with their life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happens. It was a lot of
100 kill gameplay, all caps. They get up 6 views.
It's all about like I said, entertainment. About I like Broken Games and I like Chase because they do different things, and everybody else that does different things that don't just post up Madden or anything like that. Like I said, you got some niggas like I don't know his name. But this nigga used to upload everything. But now all he does is GTA, and now he's like the #1 GTA nigga. Like
regular Dave? No, I'm playing Dave. I'm playing Dave. No, but I do enjoy the
Dave could have
gameplay.
been up there. Davey playing.
I do enjoy it.
Chase though.
No, but you know what? I think that the great thing about the podcast as well, and I do watch Hardy and I do watch BG a lot, and it did help me and review Tech USA. Just shout out to them too, because they play a lot of different games. Everybody here, we play a lot of different games. I remember I used to just put up Forza videos and COD videos, yo, and that shit. It wasn't that I was doing it to get somewhere. I would just upload, but I'm like, you know what? I want people to see if they like what I'm playing. And as soon as I started moving over to a lot of different games, I started getting a lot of different people. And I was like, you know what? If you're trying to start your channel, please. If you know for a fact you're gonna include COD, let that be like the 7th game you're gonna include. Don't let that shit be the first. I'm just saying, because it's not one thing you're gonna try to do that somebody else ain't trying.
7 though. You said number 7 though.
Yo,
That's
for
number
real,
5.
But he ain't.
especially if you suck at it. Like if you suck at Call of Duty, you definitely don't need to be posting.
Don't make any guides. Don't make any tips and tricks, because there's like a million people who have done that shit.
You can do that. It depends on the game. The most important thing is you gotta make them subscribe to you, not your gameplay.
Right.
They like you. You can make changes and stop uploading some stuff you don't want to do, or upload because they subscribe to you. Now, if they subscribe because of you a beast at gameplay, they're not subscribing for your personality. Now you stuck, because when you want to go do something, like, I don't want to see that shit. I came to see you get 100 kills. Not hear you talk about how you went to the mall. Unsubscribe.
Right. Did y'all hear about that shit? I don't mean to drastically change the subject, but did y'all hear about the Chase Bank being hacked?
Say it again?
The Chase Bank. Like Chase the bank company.
What
again,
bro?
Again, man.
It's recent. They're saying like everyone with a Chase bank account should really be on.
I ain't got one.
On high alert.
I ain't got a Chase bank account no more.
Are you fucking serious?
Lord.
I gotta check my shit.
Ricky, your shit about to say triple negative zeros, boy.
That shit happened to me before. I got somebody's school check on my account. I got so happy I took the money out.
You going to jail? Then he said it live. You going right to jail?
No. Yo, you know what I did? I went to the bank. Now look, I went to the bank, and I went to the bank. I brought them the money. I was like, yo, what is this all about? Saying I'm negative 4,600. They were like, are you sure there was? I'm like, nah, man. I thought this shit was for me. I took that shit out. So I gave it back to them. They fixed up everything. They found out that it was an error. I was like, yo, please don't pull this shit. I was shitting bricks. I was for real. And you know what? It said, yo, the crazy shit was, it said fraud in red letters on the computer screen on my shit. I said, I said, here you go. I ain't steal shit. This ain't my money. I thought it was.
You smart, because an average nigga would have seen that shit.
Oh yeah.
Nah, yo, as soon because I seen those red letters on the app.
Right.
Yo, dude, on the Chase app, I seen in red. At first, I seen the letters. It said like $4,700 something. I only had like $100 something in my account at the time. I took out the 4,600. I got mad amped. Next thing you know, a few hours later, she said I was negative 4,600. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I went back and said, yo, chill.
You just bought 2 good rims with that money fast.
Matter of fact, I had bought a fucking fitted like with like $30, and I had to use I had to give them back like that extra $30 with it. Oh, that shit scared me, yo. I didn't want to. Yo, that shit said fraud in red letters, yo. And it took a week for them for everything to process back. I was like, oh man. I ain't fucking around with that. That next time money like that comes to my account, chill.
But they saying that this
what
is
you make?
That PAX. Like they're trying to reveal that.
Nah.
Again?
The Saints Row.
Yo, Abel, you want these work though?
I think PSN is down.
Don't do that.
Nah, PSN up right now. I'm on right now.
Don't do that. Hey, look, Abel got the excuses coming.
That's alright.
I'm playing Diablo right now.
Come on, Abel, let's make shit happen.
What y'all trying to get on the Last of Us? What y'all trying to do?
I'm trying to make this work with Abel. I'm trying to expose him.
You guys getting on that?
I'm about to. Hey, y'all know what time it is, right?
So we've been on here for like 3 hours.
Yeah, we didn't have a nice little podcast.
It's about that time for me to go ahead and get something to eat.
Whatever,
Anybody got any last words? Cause I'm about to roll. It's time.
I got something to say. I got something to say once we like not live no more. I got something to
Does
add.
anybody have anything to say live?
Thanks for coming and watching, and y'all have a good one, man.
Yeah, have a good evening, guys.
Hey, thank you for
next
everybody.
Thursday.
Thanks you for tuning in with us, y'all.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah, the podcast is starting to beast a little bit out there.
I seen that.
Right.
Yo,
Look at
mine's
that
moving up too. Mine's moving. I'm shoot.
Yeah.
And I can't really say thanks for having Regular Day because he be coming on a lot, so he's part of us. And I can't say the same for BG because now he's been coming on lately, so he's already been initiated.
Hey, this my third time on here.
Exactly. So
What we learned today is don't join Machinima.
Yeah, right.
Don't join Yaush.
Don't join Machinima.
Join full screen. That's who I'm with.
Don't trash talk EA with iPod.
Join full screen. Trust me.
Stick by to what you have to say. iPod is.
I gotta ask you something for him when we go offline.
All right, we got
You got what?
right
All
now.
right, all right.